There you go.
Okay, there we go. We're recording now. We didn't miss anything though. We only missed 5 minutes of discussion, so
You missed concepts.
Yeah, we missed concepts, but yeah, the dwarf or the races in the back of the book are fully fleshed out races you can play. So
that's awesome. I actually really like that.
So I'll let you guys kind of pick that, pick your races. See what you guys pick. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, figure out what the party has.
Man, Yosoki.
Well, yeah. What do people think of? Like, where are they going for?
I'm gonna go as Ratman.
Well, no, I mean like overall. Like
Technomancer, more than likely.
13 different races. I'm gonna do random.
Well, I'm going to be an android. I already have a concept in mind. I'm being an android.
Oh.
I've already
I
picked
just
my
rolled
name,
android.
which is my name is Softened Jones number 12. Ooh, I just got a blue. What was that? Oh, new host. Thanks for the hosting. Oh,
I got android. I rolled a 1 on my random.
So, Roach, when we select a race, are we also going to knock down the add in under the race category under ability scores their racial ability scores?
You want to keep note of them, but we're not doing ability scores yet. You just want to keep note that those are modifiers on those ability scores.
Roger that.
So, Tar, you're gonna be a rat man?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be a half elf because elves are cool.
I think that's kind of your thing.
I like, yeah.
There we
the
go.
gnome
See you
looked like
again.
a funny one.
Completely forgot I didn't have my glasses on until I started reading
that
the
is
book.
useful.
Until I had to read something and I realized I couldn't.
I was like, wow, those are a lot
context.
smoother than I remember. What happened?
Before I completely forget, we'll be playing Hold Fast this afternoon. If anybody in this group or in chat wants to join me.
Well, I always join
Hold
you.
the door.
I will join you, my friend.
Tog,
I've not got it.
One thing. You are
Yes.
not allowed to be captain.
I've been practicing, and I'm better now. I've actually read up on Napoleonic naval combat. Because I was like, I have been horribly insulted by this. And I
Oh, wait,
went off
does it-
into my
does it
corner
have
to try and learn.
Combat.
Yeah, that's naval combat.
Yeah, like
Oh, that sounds cool.
really cool. Like at one point I was captain of a 12-gun schooner, and most of the crew was people from my community, and we fought four on one. Our really good like coordinated crew versus 4 French frigates of just people running around uncoordinated, and we destroyed them. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Everyone was shouting out commands, and it
No. I was shouting out commands, and people were listening to them, and that's why we won.
Now, just so you
That's
guys,
quite cheap as well.
yeah, no, it's very good.
And also, I don't think they're supposed to raise the price.
Okay, so just so you guys know what you're supposed to write down, make sure you write down your HP for your racial HP. Whenever you're just write down all that stuff on the top bar. So your dex modifier, or whatever your ability modifiers are, you should have 3 per class or 3 per race. I think every race has 3 modifiers.
Some are different. Like humans are like plus 2 to like 2 that you choose. I think.
Half elves are +2 to any one.
Yeah,
Like,
some of them are a
Yosoki-
little different.
Okay, but you should have everyone has a modifier. It's of some sort. So
Yes.
make sure you write that down. You're gonna want to denote your size and the type of that you are. So, like, I'm looking through androids. So androids are medium humanoids, and they're the android subtype. This comes into play with certain effects in damage and stuff like that. Because, like, if you have a what is it? I think haywire. I think there's some spells that affect like machines more than things. And then you want to write down all of the separate little things. So like androids they're constructed, exceptional vision, flat effect, and upgrade slot. You're gonna want to put those down as like those are your traits, essentially. Those are what you've as a character. Those are if I look at the character sheet, a good place to put those down would probably be let's see here. Like in a miscellaneous section. So if you were going to put it down, like in, you can put it into feats and special abilities, just as a so you remember those, or you can put them in like the save notes or whatever. Just make sure you denote it somewhere so you remember it. All of those little things.
Before we get too far, is anyone planning on being like a healer type person? Or are we going to rely on Midge to do that?
I was planning on being a technomancer, which is kind of like a utility spellcaster, and it does have some healing spells in there. Some small ones.
See, that's the thing about this game, though. It has a very different health system. I don't know if you guys have gone through it yet.
I have.
Does anyone need me to kind of explain it in like a small detail? Okay.
Just brief.
Okay. You have technically 3 things that you have to keep track of in relation to whether you're alive or dead. Okay. You have stamina points is the highest, is the first line. Then you have then you have HP, which is the second line. Then you have resolve, which is the third line. Okay.
Thanks, Silver, for the donation, by the way.
Stamina points are the first things you lose, and they go down, and you can lose them pretty quick. But you get the most of them in comparison with everything else, and you can gain them back on a short rest, like all of them, by spending a resolve point. They're like think of them like a shield. They're essentially just like your character's natural ability to shrug off damage very easily. But once you lose all of your stamina points, then you start taking HP damage. HP is hard to get back. Like you have to take like a long rest, and then you're taking bed rest or a long rest, and you get like 1 for every day you take a long rest and stuff like that. Like it's hard to get it back. If you lose all your HP, you're unconscious and dying, and for every round after that, you lose a resolve point. And when you lose all your resolve points, you're dead.
Okay.
Resolve points you get back on, I think it's every day. Every day you get back some resolve points. So but your resolve points can also be spent to do like class traits, or are needed for class abilities, or to gain back your stamina points, things like that. So those are your 3 bars essentially. So just briefly, do the healing spells heal HP or stamina points? There are both.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. So there are some that can heal stamina points, some that can steal HP.
So it sounds like this is a good place to have a dedicated healer, because it's hard to get those HP points back.
Yeah, it's hard to get HP back, and having somebody go okay, all your stamina points are back right now is just like you heal somebody up to full, like in D&D or something like that, which is a big deal. I don't think you guys are hamstrung into that. You don't want to be.
We'll pray that Midge can fill that role.
Plays a healer.
Is the character sheet pretty laggy for everyone else?
What do you mean by laggy?
Like click and then like 3 or 4 seconds go by and then it registers you clicked something.
Nope.
No, not really.
Maybe
no, it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe refresh the page.
No, it's everything's working right now. I can't.
You can't do that.
You can't risk it.
I don't have any.
I'm afraid
I don't have any salt.
That,
I should just keep some salt at my desk to throw over my shoulder.
Ben, I think you need a rabbit's foot. Like you just need, not a
horseshoe.
I need to. What I need to do is keep a gypsy in my closet.
You need to go to Uptown New York, talk to a relative, and just go get me a real rabbit's foot. Just
or a horseshoe or something.
Okay, so now I have a question. So under ability scores, it shows them all base 10, and then there's spots for race, theme, augments, and things like that. So is that where we're going to start putting in like the plus and minuses for our races in the race column there?
I would say you can if you want to right now, but what normally I like to do is I like to keep all of your modifiers to the side, and because you're going to be choosing your class, and that'll have some modifiers as well, and then you go into rolling your stats, and you can you can see if those are good rolls, because it's up to you, really. It's not I won't say no, but I would again say make sure you're writing everything down. It's on a piece of paper, and you're
yeah, I'm writing it down.
NG, do you listen to me at all?
Yes.
I mean, don't you live in China? Didn't they, like...
Or did they ban paper?
Paper's been banned. We have to look at iPads all day.
Oh,
Shitty off-brand iPod. Like, counterfeit iPad.
what do you mean? They make all the name brands over there. Why
I
would
was
we not
about to
have
say,
access
yeah,
to
I've
that?
been there. It's not. I don't care what they say. That's not how that works.
What? Everyone here has iPads.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they also have shitty copyright laws that they don't care about reproducing.
Oh yeah, there's definitely lots of Chinese
crap
companies
quality
now
for-
making them, but Apple's still by
It's
far the most
Apple with
popular.
one P. It's Apple with one P.
I've not seen those fake Apple phones. I've seen fake Apple stores, but they actually sell proper iPhones. It's really weird. The backing of Apple.
So they're unlicensed
they open these
stores
fake-
selling licensed products.
Yeah,
So
it's
are
really weird.
What?
You see them everywhere because I went to
if
a
they're doing a good
proper
job,
licensed
store.
I went to a proper licensed Apple store, and the woman there was like, "Oh, did you know this is the only official Apple store in this city?" And I was like,
What?
"Like 4 others?" And she goes, "No, this is officially the only one." It was a proper Apple store. I was like, "Shit, yeah." They just had like the board; it just looked the same. I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
All right. Are we rolling for our stats?
Yeah, we're going to be rolling for them.
Should we do that? We should do that before we do our class, though, right? Because the class has modifiers based on what your stats are.
No, the next thing we're going to do is choose a theme, then choose a
a theme,
class,
okay.
and then you do your ability scores.
But like, I'm looking at Technomancer, and my stamina points as a Technomancer are based off my Constitution modifier. So wouldn't I need to have my Constitution modifier before picking it?
I mean, this is the way it is in the book. Like, it's kind of just assuming, it's just assuming you choose everything. Then when you roll your stats, then you go back and
Then you go back and retcon those
retcon
numbers.
stuff. Like, yeah, it's
all
just
right.
kind of. I'm just keeping
Then
it to
we
the
go
book
back.
right now, so we don't
All right,
get mixed up.
themes.
So everybody's got their race and everything written down about that. If you do, we go on to step 3, where you're going to choose the theme of your character. Now, if you don't know, or if you're wanting to kind of figure out what this means, theme is kind of like a background in 5th edition. So, like, it has some modifiers to it, like it gives your character some stuff. You don't have to have a theme, though. You can choose themeless and kind of be your own thing. And I don't necessarily think you get that much of a disadvantage, but yeah, look through them, figure out what fits best for your character.
Oh, I think I know.
Like for the races, are there any extra ones, or are these the only ones?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean themes? No, these are the only themes in
Yeah.
the book. These are the only themes.
Rolling.
How do you know what you use
I got one
for
again.
your to hit? Because I was looking at some, and it was like some were like strength was to hit, and others was dex, but it was using like the same weapon base.
Like, what are you specifically trying to figure out? Like,
Okay, so I was looking at the Solarians,
okay.
and just like at like their themed ones that they have kind of based already,
Yeah.
and some were dex based, and others were strength based. How do you know? Like, how did you choose that?
Well, strength to hit. Like, if you're doing a melee attack, it's strength.
Okay.
If you're doing a ranged attack, it's dex. And I think the only other difference is, I think thrown melee weapons use Dex, maybe. I'm not sure about that. They might be. They might use Dex, so they might use strength. I'm not sure.
I'm an ace pilot.
I'm a scholar.
I'm a priest.
You can be a I didn't see the priest.
Yeah, you can be a priest.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right between outlaw and scholar.
I am a star priest.
I'm
So you got a
mercenary.
scholar and a priest and a mercenary. This sounds like some sort of like
Praise the
bar joke.
sun.
A
I mean-
scholar, a priest, and a mercenary walk
Let's
into
be
a bar.
honest, NG. Let's be honest, NG. What? Look at our other campaign.
What? There's nothing wrong with it.
Warlock, an illegal sorcerer, a
Wrong with
knight,
that.
a
Coswin is a legal sorcerer. He has his papers.
Yes, well, I mean, they're expired, but...
So
I
he's
mean, hey,
illegal?
it depends.
He's
It depends on who. It depends on who pulls you over, because you can get by with that if you're
Oh,
nice
yeah, yeah.
to him. If he's a nice guy, he'll let you go. Just
I don't know, you might get one of
I'm
those
actually-
dick cops who, you know, just needs to make his quota because it's the 29th.
Sorry, buddy, but you can't be driving without your insurance. Here's a ticket.
Walks up to you. Looks like the tread's a little low on those tires, too. That's unsafe.
just shoots the tire.
No, seriously,
You
once
got
I
on these
was...
windows, boy. What do you?
I was pulled over driving home I was driving home from work in a blizzard at night. You know, empty road, straight road for miles and miles and miles, no hills, no nothing, perfectly straight, driving home. And because it was night and it was snowing, they hadn't plowed because they plow after the snow stops usually. And I'm just out of nowhere, cops behind me and pulls me over. And do you know I pulled you over? No, I really don't. I was going like 30. And he was like, well, you tried to kind of driving a little close to the center line there. And I just looked down, I was like, there's 8 inches of snow on the ground. I don't know where the yellow line, I don't know where the center of the road is. I can't see it. And I ended up getting a ticket for failure to keep right. There was something else in there that got, got knocked down to something else, like reckless driving or something like that. And then he got me for improper plates because I had 3 of 4 screws in the license plate holder, and where the 4th screw was missing, the plate had kind of, in the wind, had kind of pushed up like an inch. So that was improper because if you're looking straight on at it, it was a little obscured. That was a dick cop if I ever met one.
Jesus.
Oh, and then addendum, on my way to court, driving to court for that one, I got pulled over again because one of my headlights was out.
Did they give you a ticket for that one, Ben?
Oh yeah.
Fuck!
Oh yeah, upstate New York cops. Those are.
Jesus.
You know, with the theme, it has like on the page for the theme, it has like 1st, 6th, 12th, and 18th. Is that the level
That's-
you get that?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
that stuff at that level. So like theme knowledge first, that's what
Alright.
you're gonna have at level 1. Like for me, I think I get to pick a science that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Specializing. Oh, and is
Cool,
that over
cool.
here or no? Did I just write that down somewhere? I don't actually see a place to like mark that
There's some
off.
save. There's a place called Save Notes. Oh, I guess that's for saves.
Yeah, it's for saves, but it's a good note place if you ever have it.
Yeah,
That,
so I'm
and
just
also,
gonna write this.
You could also put
down.
it in your bio and info space on the front page of your character sheet if you're looking for, keeping track of some things. The character sheet I'm using here is the only one that's usable on Roll20, and specifically the guy said this is a simple character sheet that I'm working on. It's not supposed to be anything fancy. So
This is simple.
yeah, well, yeah. Well, it doesn't have any macros associated to it. It's
Oh, that kind of
It's-
simple.
yeah, it's not supposed to be a hugely complex sheet or anything like that. It's
Look,
It's
man, I
just-
don't want to do much coding.
yeah. It's still good. I mean, it's got a starship section.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and it looks good. It's just
Yeah.
Hey, cat, do you want to be
Yeah, I like the idea of
the starship
having a
pet?
starship sounds
Ow,
fun.
you bit me.
I like how it has a make and model. Like, yeah, we're driving a
A
Lamborghini.
2001 Chevy Cavalier.
yeah.
No, we've got the Chinese remake of it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're not rich.
It's a
I just
2061 Ford Explorer. I mean,
I
it's-
Is there a car like called a Cherry? NG?
I've not heard of it.
Binks,
No.
get your
Most
face on
people-
the screen.
I will tell you right now, most people here would not buy Chinese cars. They will buy. Actually,
Well,
I've
He
seen
looks
more expensive
confused.
cars here than anywhere else.
He said, for the split second, he was up there, just like, "Why am I here? Help me!" It's like somebody getting their license pictures.
Are you ready? No.
Okay.
So let me know whenever you get all of your stuff for your theme done.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna pick for being a scholar because I get to choose a specialization.
I just have a question about how do we deal with the reduced DC for the culture check and profession checks for our specific.
I think we'd have to call him out if we're.
Yeah, you'd have to
If
say, like, you'd have to say,
Okay,
I
that's
get
just something we have to remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you were doing a check on that, be like, okay, I get +5 to this. I mean, +5 and
Yeah.
-5. -5 to the DC and +5 to the roll is basically the exact same
Yeah.
thing. So you just
No, I
roll,
gotcha.
get 5 on this.
Yeah.
I like the
you just
idea of an
let me know.
Android pilot.
So you want the machine driving for you? Is that what you...
Yeah, and I mean, I picked biology as my specialization,
quite
so
well.
in a pinch, I could be Zoidberg.
Wait a second. Nyala is God in this universe?
What the best thing about Zoidberg is I'm pretty sure the first time you see him on the door to his office, it says MD and the M is in quotation marks.
Yes, it is,
Medical
man.
doctor.
It's amazing. I love that character. So,
Let's see.
wait.
Oh, did you hear
Open
Futurama
your
might be
mouth.
coming back?
Your other mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to some other network.
Sci-fi. I think.
Nyala Hotep
Siffy?
is a god.
Siffy.
I think it was sci-fi.
The Siffy
Yeah,
Network.
Siffy.
Oh, God. I
So-
fucking hate that channel.
Hey, but they
That's
can't
not-
really affect Futurama. I think they just kind of do what they want.
Well, no, it's not like...
Oh,
Okay.
come on, cat.
The Sci-Fi Channel, or the Siffy Channel, as we have to call it now because it's SYFY. So it's just Siffy.
Why did they do that?
Because they're
Because people are stupid, that's why.
also because they can get the copyright on Siffy but not Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the trademark or whatever. But they make some good shit. The Expanse is a great show, and that's on the Siffy Network. But all of their original movies, though,
Oh, cat butt.
horrible. All their original movies, like SS Death Trooper, like that's the thing.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
It's awful.
yeah.
It's so bad.
You can tell a sci-fi fan because they go like, "Oh yeah, SS Death Trooper, I remember that." Or Mansquito.
There's one I woke up in the middle of I left the side. It was back when it was sci-fi, and I can't remember what
The
it
good old
was, but it
days.
was what is the name? I can't remember the name of that like B actor from oh god, it's all he does. Just shitty
movies.
sci-fi movies.
Shitty sci-fi movies. That's his thing.
That's his thing.
See, I was watching because I was sick. I was catching up on Black Mirror, and that's some good sci-fi in that.
Yes, Black
Good
Mirror's
sci-fi
good.
stories.
Yeah, Black Mirror. I've seen only a couple episodes of Black Mirror, but everyone I've seen is great. I just haven't sat down to watch it on Netflix. I watched like a couple episodes randomly on TV once.
I just love the ones
Hell.
of the best, like sort of.
I watched the one where the
twists.
guy where you could recall all the memories that you've ever had through like an implant.
Oh, that one's kind of horrible. Yeah,
That one,
That one's not horrible. Bad. I mean, like horrible as in like it's
Yeah.
just like you could see how bad
good
it would be
alternative
actually.
future kind of science fiction.
You
writing.
become
the other
obsessed
one,
with everything.
The other one is when everybody's
look
in,
this
like,
up online.
What was the other one? The other one where like this guy or the culture, they're all like underground or in like a building or something like that.
Oh, the bikes.
Exercise
They go on the
bikes.
bike.
Yeah,
I really like
watched
that one.
one.
That's one of my favorites.
I like the
'cause
theory
that's
about
one of
that.
my
Is he's just looking at higher resolution screens.
Bruce
at the end.
Campbell.
Oh, Bruce Campbell. Oh, he doesn't just do sci-fi stuff. He does.
He does some other stuff too.
I mean,
but,
he did the Evil Dead. Like,
yeah, he did the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I don't-
and then he did the Evil Dead TV show, which actually wasn't that bad and wasn't on Sci-Fi.
I'm looking up his IMDb page right now to find this movie. It's gonna
You're
be
just gonna
there's
see
gonna be
a ton of
4,000 movies on
Oh
here.
my god,
Ton of
Ben, you're
shit.
right. Holy shit.
Wait, Roach, you didn't watch the pig fucking one?
No, I didn't.
What?
That was a good one.
I actually really like that one. Yeah, a lot of people aren't fond of it. I actually like that one.
We're talking about Black Mirror, Tog. It's like oh, what is it like? It's like it's like a darker version of the Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
So-
is this it?
As a priest,
Or a somewhat lighter version of the Outer Limits.
as a
Which is
priest-
funny. It's actually written by a comedian.
Well, it's satirical. I mean, in
I
all
have
honesty,
questions.
Yeah.
what is it, Tog? What is it?
So as a priest, I get to pick a deity and a philosophy.
Yes.
Okay, I found it.
Are we going to be bound by, like, in certain games you're not allowed to pick an evil god because, they're evil? Like, Lao Shu Po is the grandmother rat. She's neutral evil, but she's the goddess of assassins, rats, spies, and thieves.
Okay.
What's
Would
I'll
it
say-
seem reasonable
I'll
that
say
a
it
rat
out
man is...
loud. I'll say it out loud now. Well, yeah, but you could also say, Tog, like, what would be an evil god? Hades is the god of the afterlife and transcendence into death and things, which isn't necessarily bad, but he's definitely an evil guy and not necessarily somebody I'd want my friend to be worshipping. To, like, just be like, yeah, I worship Hades. You want to go to the Hades pancake hall? I guess, like, you know. Just, no, not really. Just.
International. I hope International House of Hades.
I don't say no the pancakes.
I would say I'd say this: we're not doing an evil campaign. Just like my previous campaign that I ran for the alignments, is going to be between you can't be evil, and if you're going to be chaotic, neutral,
Don't be chaotic stupid.
Don't be chaotic stupid and have a reason for it. Or you have to really pitch that thing to me if you're going to be chaotic neutral, because I
like the idea of someone just saying that, like, "Oh, I'm chaotic stupid." That's my role.
I mean, at least they're honest.
Almost anybody who plays chaotic neutral is playing a chaotic stupid, because it gives you a license to do anything.
Well, in my just real quick here on my other campaign that I'm running for my community, I think they visited 5 cities, and so far it's iffy if they can return to 4 of them.
Wow, they're doing wow.
Wow, they're doing great, Ben.
Oh my god, Alien Apocalypse! I've seen this.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
is
Bruce
quite
Campbell, the
possibly
guy from
one
Burn
of
Notice?
the worst movies I've ever seen, but it's wonderful.
It is a wonderful movie. It is something I'd love to just like. All right, everybody, get your popcorn, sit down, let's watch this. Just go through.
Is it Bruce
All right,
Campbell,
well-
the guy from Burn Notice?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the old friend, the older guy.
Did everybody pick their theme?
Is everybody good with their themes? Everybody got everything?
Yeah.
I think so.
What was yours, Crimson? Crimson, what was your theme?
Mercenary.
Mercenary. Okay.
Okay, you got your theme, MG.
I'm Ace Pilot.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got all that done. All
Hey,
right.
Utari, thanks for the sub.
So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a class. So we have a couple options. Just kind of figure out what you guys want to do.
Well, I am super stoked because, like, the last 2 are tabletop RPGs I did. I was a sniper and, like, an all-out brawler. So I fully plan on going utility spellcaster this time because it's not something I've ever done before. It's outside of my wheelhouse. So I'm looking at Technomancer.
Cool.
I too am embracing the technomancer jargon.
Okay.
Is my species.
I just rolled Technomancer, so I'm gonna re-roll because
Please! All of the
Technomancer.
technomancers!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Solarian because it's something I know, and I don't like things I don't know. It's it's a stabby.
Okay, I got Solarian.
It's also a charisma-based character. So
Angie, I
this
think
could
you
be
should pick
interesting.
one.
Yeah, actually, please.
What?
pick one.
I think you should pick one. Just pick one,
What's
Angie.
What's wrong with the Solarian?
Because
We already have
Chris is a Solarian.
Oh, god damn it!
That's what we're saying.
Okay, I'll roll it again.
Oh god.
I am an operative. An Ace Pilot operative. I think that fits.
I mean, Isn't an operative kind of like an assassin?
It's like a stealthy combatant.
It's like a rogue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping this Solarian isn't like the face character in this.
Well, you don't have an envoy, for one. Nobody's a soldier.
Well, if Togs did set on being a technomancer, I'm gonna probably end up going with something else.
I mean,
'cause
actually, I'm
don't feel
looking at the mechanic.
it.
So no, Ben, you can be a technomancer. I'll just be the mechanic.
Okay. Let's just cross that line off.
You just cross that line out that you just crossed out Necromancer
Yep.
with.
Alright.
Is that your patience? Is your patience line? Just you crossing that off? Is that what's going on?
I mean, to be fair, you should have asked first and then did it.
You said originally he was going to be a
I'm about to say
Necromancer.
that was like the first thing I said when we started talking.
So did I!
No, you didn't.
Oh wait, you weren't in the chat when I said that. Shit, I'm sorry, Ben. I actually am sorry about that.
I think that was just you and Chris.
Yeah, it was just me and Chris. I'm
To
sorry.
be honest, I don't remember it, but
Shut up,
that's
Chris.
To be honest,
Well-
I said it to myself when none of you were here, so I
There you go. So NG does win on that accord.
Yep. NJ's the technomancer. There we go. It's...
I'm gonna pick.
Well-
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna pick the GM class.
NG, I just sent off a message to my artist the other day to whip up some artwork for our next CK2 series, and I cannot wait to see what Avatar Magnus looks like in like song a traditional attire.
Oh Jesus.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, you get blamed for culture appropriation, Ben. It's gonna.
so does
Well, yeah, you could say that about pretty much anybody's culture at this point if you just look at my YouTube banner.
Yeah, I like that I'm an operative. I think mechanical operative would have been good, so actually that one goes quite nicely.
Does anyone else have charisma as their key ability score?
Not I.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I actually have -2 to charisma because I'm an android.
As an android,
Same,
he,
yeah.
he has a.
So we got two androids, a rat. Well, none of us are probably very good at, charisma.
Die man things.
Charisma is my main ability
There we
score.
go.
Solarian's a
that's
charisma caster.
I have a crazy
Yep.
idea that Midge is probably going to do something charisma based. Just
I
to...
think.
I didn't
God,
think
weird
so,
idea.
because he did
God,
that last
I
time.
hope Midge isn't forced into being a face character again.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in. He's just gonna.
I mean, you
oh,
can make the rat a face character.
Well, I mean,
Well,
I'm
Tom,
a
you already
long
just
lost
established that you're
Allendale.
racist.
I'm a long lost relative of Artlocks.
He's a great grandson of Artlocks.
I mean, technically, this could be set in the same universe. Just
Oh my god,
far
that'd
in
be
the future.
hilarious. Glorious Artlocks family line.
Still dealing with Borkfard.
Yep.
He's somehow still alive.
Well, I mean, he is a vampire, right?
Alleged.
Or some demon.
You don't know shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, man,
He
he's
seems like a perfectly nice general to me.
Yeah, I think Borkvard's okay. It's just
Yeah.
the prince who's
I think everyone
not
else-
good.
I think all of y'all are just fucking crazy.
Well, what I really enjoying about that campaign is that everybody was so insistent on riding the fence. Now there's no options that you guys like.
I'm new to this,
with the
so
flow.
I'm a big fan of that one. It's just like, we're not gonna take sides. Well, you're gonna have to take some side in this, but we're not gonna. There's two sides in this argument. And you're right in the middle, but we're just gonna wait on the fence line. All right, there's still two sides. I don't like any of those sides, and now I need to pick a side.
We need to fix the
I
mask.
had no choice.
Sneak into the city and pretend to be Nicodemus.
Well, we're getting away from this game.
Yeah, I
that's
think we're on
good.
another tangent.
Yeah, we're on the tangent. So, make sure you denote your stamina points, plus make sure the modifier, everything with that for whenever we actually fill out your rolls. You add your health pool, so your health points for your class into your racial health pool, and that gives you your total. So, like an android Solarian would have 11 HP. So you just add those
times 8
together.
HP.
That's
I'm
pretty
looking at
normal.
mine. My character sheet says 7, but I've got it as 9 on here.
Maybe double check.
Well-
Go back and double check. Was there any other modifier with like your
Well, it's
theme? Or
are we
anything?
because health and resolve it says current and max, and the max is not something I can change myself.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. I gotta You know what? I wrote. I got it. Tech. No. Answer. See if it changes.
My max says 0, so.
Mine says 7.
Next to your race, below your name, there's a small little bar in between the theme and your race. Ben, I'm looking at your character sheet right now, and you have a 7 in there.
Is that supposed to be 11?
I thought that was how old you were.
No, it's HP-racial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna want to.
Okay. So yeah, that changed it back down to
like how I have 8 HP overall. So you put 8 in there.
Yeah.
So that's where you put in your max.
Yes, sir.
All right. So mine's 9. Okay.
Yep. So do that.
Much health. Very good.
It's the little field to the right of your race. So
okay.
You put that as your max, and there you go.
Got it.
There you go.
Very, very, very good. Now, is there a place to mark down proficiencies for like armor and stuff?
Proficiencies for armor. You'd probably want to put that somewhere in like the notes section, so you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only 2 types of armor in the game. Technically 3. There's light, heavy, and then there's powered. Powered is a subtype of heavy armor. So those are the only 3 in the game. So you're gonna want to mark down all your stamina point modifiers, your HP total, and then you're also gonna want to put down. You want to make sure that you mark down your key ability score. So it'll say key ability score, and there's a little bubble button. You want to mark down that so that you have that down. And then for every class skill that is listed, you're going to want to check that on your skill list.
All of them.
All of them. You're going to want to put and check.
There's like 8. I got 8.
You have the operative and like some of the other classes have like upwards of like double digits.
I have 10.
Oh,
yeah. There's you can have a lot. You can have a lot. Yeah, the operative is actually a very skill heavy class.
Well, that's why I asked, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
You're a class monkey.
So you're a midge.
Well, see, this is a bit better because they actually reduced the number of skills in the game from I think somewhere in the 35 or 35-ish down. I think they knocked 10 off for this game. So there's 10 less skills than there were in Pathfinder.
So I have 16 stamina points.
Fuck.
You don't have stamina right now. You
because
just
it's
have
6 plus Constitution modifier.
Yeah, but you just mark down that right now. We haven't rolled your Constitution.
We haven't even rolled our stats yet.
Oh, okay.
We don't know what our stats are yet, so we're gonna go back and fill that out.
I'm curious. What's the profession?
Profession. The profession skill is it's just like it is in like D&D.
Herbalism.
It would be like, oh, you're a bounty hunter, or you're a mercenary, or.
So that's where you put your theme.
No. Those are themes as well, but like it would also be like, oh, I'm a transport pilot, or it's something your character does to make money, or does normally instead of adventuring, or maybe they're a radio personality, or things like that.
Genius bar.
Yeah, if you go to the skills section in the book, and you go to profession, there is a big list of skills, and they even break it down by what your key ability score is. So if you're like charisma based, it'll give you like a 10 job list of like what a normal person might do, and then there's also one for dex, etc. So if you wanted to go down there, if you wanted to go to skills, then find profession, you could read, and you could use one of those as an example if you wanted to.
Okay, then I'll head down there and look at that.
Well, I think I'm good on class for now.
All right, let's let everybody else catch up a bit before we move on. Just let us know whenever you're finished, everyone.
The fact that there are space goblins in this is amazing.
The fact that you're a Skaven means someone's gonna have to kill you.
I'm not evil!
Did you just say
You
Skaven?
literally said out loud, kill all human filth.
Did you just say Skaven, Ben?
You got a problem? It's how I say it.
I do have a problem.
Sir.
That's not how it's said.
Says the man who pronounces things Midwesternly all the
Skaven.
time.
Skaven, Ben. Skaven.
You're saying it with a TH. I think that's wrong.
Skaven. Skaven. That's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, it's
I think I'm good.
There's a V in it.
Skaven.
You're not pronouncing the V though.
I hate you.
I know.
Legitimately hate you.
I
think I'm good.
Poking God before we even started.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn it, Ben.
You don't have to put down your. You don't have to put down your profession yet, guys. If you don't.
Yeah, I'm
want
gonna
to.
fill it in later.
You can fill it in later. Make sure that you can also. There's a little drop-down menu for the profession area, so that you can tie it with a certain skill. Make sure it makes sense when you do that.
Okay.
Okay, so Ben and Chris are good. Tog,
Yep,
you all right?
I'm ready.
NG.
He's
NG.
probably talking.
Yeah.
There you go. NG, are you good?
Maybe.
Well,
God damn it.
This gives you extra HP, yeah?
yes.
But
okay.
where do I put that?
Okay. We went over this already.
So yeah, but I know I'm trying to look as if and listen at the same time, so I guess I just missed it.
All right. You're writing down everything for your character on a separate sheet, right? As well as the character sheet in the game. As I said already, 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know the HP you got from your race, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. You're going to add that to the HP you get from your class, and that'll give you your total HP.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to put that. You see where your race is written down, and
Oh, you just add it to that one. Okay.
No.
I thought because it. No?
No. To the right of your race box, there's a little tiny box. That's
HP, racial
HP. You put that total in there, all of that together, and that'll be your maximum HP.
Oh, that's fine. No, I got confused because it said HP racial, so I thought you only put the race HP in there, and you want to put the class one somewhere else. But I couldn't see it.
No.
That was why. Alright, that's fine.
Okay. Let's see here.
What's with the extra? Oh no, never mind. I'm stupid.
Okay.
I got confused by this. I got confused by the CS on the skills, and yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Those are class skills. So you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mark those down. Have you marked all those down, NG? I'll wait for him to realize that he's muted, probably.
Do we also mark those as trained?
No. At least I don't think so. Give me a second.
I just marked them all off as class skills, and I haven't done anything else yet.
Yeah, just
I know,
mark them down as class
I know.
skills for right now. Okay, yes. Check the trained box if it is for a class skill.
Okay.
Because technically, if it's class skill, you are trained in that. NG, are you with us?
How do I know which one's the classic? It says classical has for all of them.
Yeah, no. NG, like the class skills that are denoted on your like on the class page, like it has them all listed. You're going to check.
Yeah, it has all of them.
No, it doesn't have all of them. You don't have every skill in the game. You have you have a lot of them. Go through them and mark down, like in the checkbox, the CS checkbox. Mark down the ones that you have that your class skills are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, it looked like it was almost all of them. So I was like, it looks like almost all of them. But yeah, you're right. Actually, there's a couple missing.
Super skill monkey.
Yeah.
I just want to warn everyone now. I am trained in diplomacy.
Looks like Solarian's your face.
I'm trained in explosive. I know how to make things explode.
We're fucked if I'm the face.
Explosives?
Profession has me to be piloting.
No, I'm proficient in grenades, Ben. I'm proficient in explosive things.
I was like, that's not a thing.
No. But I am proficient in...
I just realized Chris is probably going to be is going to have to be the captain then.
You know what, Ben?
Yeah.
My profession is explosives engineer.
He's captain.
Demolitions expert, you mean?
Yes.
Smart way of saying that?
Or EOD.
That just reminded me.
Now I am professional explosives expert.
Ben, that just reminded me of a clip I saw of one of the Critical Role things. I think it was Grog like doing some math for like a thing, and they hit
reverse addition.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know how to do reverse math. You mean subtraction?
Subtraction? Yeah, I remember that one.
I just got to the Bard's Lament. I got through that episode last night before I went to bed. So
that's a good one.
That was a sad one. That was.
I
forget their actors sometimes.
Yeah. I watched the last episode yesterday. Oh man.
So yeah, NG, mark down all your class skills. Then you're also gonna any class skill you have, mark it as trained.
It's the other box across the
other box across the way.
Only ones that I have.
Yes. Only the class skills are trained.
This takes him a little bit because he's.
Wait, do I have to do all of them are trained? Which ones do I click are trained?
The ones you have a class skill checkmark in, or NG. Sorry, your face was looking right at me when I looked over. Ben. I'm sorry.
But, I mean, what I mean is, why do I click the class skill and click the trained if it's the same ones?
Because you're proficient in the things you have skills with.
Dog, shut up. Let Roach go.
Trained means that you can test them even if you don't put skill ranks into them. Because some of the, if there's, you see the crosses on some of the skills in the list? Those are trained only, which means you can only do them if you have, now I'm saying this, you're only going to mark down the trained thing if you have a class skill and they have a cross on them. But what the cross means is that it's a trained is that it's a trained only. And normally, if you don't have a skill rank in those skills, you can't do it. So, like, let's say you weren't, you didn't have a class skill in engineering, and you didn't have any skill ranks in it, you wouldn't be able to do anything with it. But if you have engineering as a class skill, even if you don't put any ranks into it, you can still roll for it. Like, you can still do a check involving engineering. That's what a trained skill is. And because you're proficient in it, because of your class, you can test against it as well. That's how that works. You get it? You get it, NG?
Okay.
Yeah, because unlike 5th edition D&D NG, you're going to put levels into these skills as we go through. Like, it's not just like, check, you have that skill, like in 5th edition. It's like you actually become better at these as time goes on, and they do better and better. So,
so we only click the train box if it has a little cross next to it,
yes.
or for all the class skills.
If it has a little cross next to it.
So if it's a class skill and it has a cross, you are trained in it.
Yep,
Yeah, you're trained in it.
Yep, okay, gotcha.
So if you're trained in it and Jesus was there during your training,
so like an example for you, Ben, your profession wouldn't be a trained skill because it's not a trained only. So
yeah.
I mean, like, I'm trained in medicine.
So
I'm
you
the
understand
doctor.
it? You get it, NG?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you through, or did you?
Yeah. No, I did it a while ago.
Okay. Did you also put down all your proficiencies?
Proficiencies.
It's just below,
just below
on
your
the PDF.
skills.
It's the next thing down.
Well, no, it's on
That's
the
like-
same page for him.
Yeah, it's right underneath the class skills.
Yeah. So you'll have
It's just what kind of armor
So-
and weapons you can use.
yeah. You're gonna
Just
write
I
that down.
got- Underneath, I got augments. Then feats and special abilities.
No.
No, on the PDF.
Yeah, I think they meant on the PDF.
PDF.
Oh, sorry. Proficiencies, yeah.
Yeah, you got those written down.
Okay, no, I know those, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we go to, after we do class, I've got this written down. After we do the class, everybody's good on class, correct? Everybody's got everything written down for the class. Everything's good.
Yep.
Okay. Then we are going to go to the ability scores. So here's how we're going to do this. You're going to be rolling 4 d6s, and you're going to drop the lowest. You get to the option of re-rolling one of those, and it's a la carte. It's not rolling as you go if you don't want it to be. You can just have your dice there, and then you can slot them in where you want them to.
So
that's
I'm going to be writing them down back here.
yeah. We're going to do this in the open on this roll 20 so that we can see, and we'll go from left to right. So Ben's first for his.
Okay, so we got the roller here, so we're gonna go roll 4d6. All right, average.
So you got a 10.
Fucking A. Wait to
Remember,
hit the
you can
mean,
just
Ben.
put the down there. There you
Woo!
go.
5.
Uh-oh.
5.
So, with my -2 to charisma, that was really low. Ooh,
6.
okay, with 6 and an 8, and an 11. Okay.
You get one re-roll, Ben. You want to have 2 dumb stats, or do you want to re-roll one of those? I'd
that's
recommend
a
re-rolling one of those.
That's a toughie. Those are some. That's some Magnus luck right there.
Bad
Some
rolls.
Magnus right there.
I'm gonna keep the 5
Okay.
because I like having a really bad dump stat.
Yeah, that's fine. But do you want to
I
re-roll
think
the 6?
I'm gonna re-roll the 6. Okay, there we go.
There
That's
you go.
12.
12.
My highest roll was a 12.
Oh my god. Now remember, you can slot those in however you want to.
Borkfard 2.0.
Oh god!
I'm a repurposed maintenance bot. I never got my
Alright.
mechanical GED.
Mechanical
Jesus
GD.
Christ.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Now remember, you have your modifiers for your
Yeah,
race,
yeah.
so that is a thing. So,
I'm gonna start
okay.
popping that stuff in.
Yeah. So go ahead, Chris. Ooh, 8. Ooh, 13.
That's nice.
No, I did not roll a single
Oh
six.
my god! 18! 18!
Wow.
You literally got the best thing you could get. Wow. Ooh.
If you look
15.
closely, I rolled Let's hang on. I want to check something really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 7 1s and 0 6s.
Chris has rolled 5 6s so far. 6 6s so far. he's rolled a 6 for every roll he made. Do you want to re-roll that 8?
Yeah, I mean, I am.
Okay then.
Oh, Ben.
It wouldn't be a Magnus. It wouldn't be Magnus without Magnus luck.
Oh,
It
man.
wouldn't be a tabletop game without Ben rolling horribly.
God, I should have just let you use a stat array or something for God's sakes.
That's bad.
You
That
actually
is
got a
bad.
below average character in every way.
Yep. Not even gonna be really good at my like specified.
You're gonna
stat.
be average.
So I think my highest stat is gonna be lower than his like average stat.
Yeah, looks like, my God.
Well, to be fair, my worst stat is a 9. Ben has something above a
To
9.
be fair.
God damn it, Ben.
So
I mean, you could. Let's be
one
honest,
for
Ben. You could just
theme.
make a tavern keeper. You could be make Jones number 11 if you wanted to.
Okay.
All right. Next one is Tog.
Oh, jeez.
16. Good.
14.
14.
Oh, 14. Yep. I was adding. This is
Some,
subtracting.
some GM math.
reverse math.
You did
Reverse edition.
you did reverse math.
Yeah. 11.
11. 9.
9. You're getting steadily worse here.
God damn it.
12.
I might have a full. I might have a. 1, 4.
11.
11.
12.
12.
That's it's in a perfectly average character. What do you want to reroll? Because you get
The
one
9.
reroll. The 9. All right. You got a 10.
10.
Wow, I am average.
Oh yeah.
Just out of curiosity here, so in terms of slotting these in, slotting them in,
Slided.
I put the race ones under race, the thematic ones under theme, and then the ones we just rolled, that's going to under ability increase, and then I just plop them in there.
Ability increase. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably the best place to put it. Because actually, technically, this game is supposed to be played with a stat array or point by base. It doesn't even talk about rolling dice, except for a 2-sentence blurb when
you know what?
one of the sections. So
It looks like to get this right, what we're going to want to do is put in the stat differential from 10,
okay,
and that'll give us the correct number.
all right, that sounds
So
good.
I'm slotting in a 12 for my intelligence, so I'm just adding in I slot in a
2.
2 there, and that
Yeah,
gets me.
because
if that
if
works.
I do.
Nope, that doesn't work correctly. Unless it's just lagging out on me, because right now it's at 13. Let's.
Works
so it
for
should
me.
be
Yeah, it works fine for me.
15. Doesn't work for me.
I have a
Nope,
19
it just-
charisma.
I just had to refresh it by clicking somewhere else, and it updated. Okay.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, you put in the difference between the two, between 10. So that makes sense. Okay. NG, it's you.
Alright. I guess strength would be
Speed
first
empty.
then.
Well, like we
you
said,
don't
this
have
is-
to do that. You
It's
can
all a
pick.
card.
Man!
You go through.
yeah,
You really don't
okay.
want to do that, NG. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put my foot down here. You're gonna want to slot them in where they make sense, because having your base stat or having your key stat being like your dump stat will kill your character immediately.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it randomly, and we'll see. And if it does, I'll.
I have a -4 modifier to my charisma.
Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. So that one was strength. So that's 14. Yeah.
Yes.
One more. 30. Alright, 13.
13.
Next one, con.
14. My God, Ben, you got the. you took it.
Intelligence.
all their bad luck.
Hey! 13. Basically all been the same. I basically had the same 14. What the? I got 14, 13, 14, 13, 14. And charisma, which I'm shit at anyway, so.
There you go.
Hey,
There's your dump stack.
I'm shit at charisma anyway.
Which one do you want to re-roll?
You could reroll one.
Oh, I can reroll one.
Yeah, you can re-roll that 9 and try to get a better, higher number.
Get better.
Yeah, because they're all okay. They're all 13 and 14, so I might just re-roll the charisma one. Okay, that didn't work out.
Well, now it's really a dump stat.
So slot
Wow.
those in, and remember, you put in the difference from 10, so minus.
Yeah, I know.
So,
We can't have.
just to put this in perspective, if my charisma was my intelligence, if I had it, because my charisma's 3. If my charisma
Mine's
was
6.
intelligence, I don't think I'd be able to speak. I think I would be too dumb to speak.
At this point, with that charisma, you're a Vulcan. You're a particularly not talkative Vulcan as well.
Yeah.
Oh man,
20, correct?
I think that was
Yeah, you
actually a
can't
little
go-
worse
actually-
than Borgfard.
Technically, if I remember correctly,
I mean, we can't be at 20 right away, correct?
yeah, you can't be right at 20. I actually don't think you can be above 18 for a stat
Okay.
when you make it. So, if you did
God
roll
damn it.
naturally, one of those stats to get above 18, just lock it at 18.
Well, yeah, because I have a +2 from my race, and I was wondering if I could add it to my 18 as a charisma, so I'd have God level
20
charisma. But never mind.
I've got pretty good dexterity and intelligence. Those are my 2 good ones.
Yeah, I've got
Well,
yeah,
Dex,
those are
I think,
the
is your
same.
class skill, isn't it?
Yeah, those 2 are part of my
Key
race.
ability.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
And
just-
dexterity is the theme.
So I just threw my class, my race, into intelligence, so I have a 0 in it, or 0 modifier in it, instead of -1.
There you go. That's all right. What are you good at, Ben?
Not showing.
Intelligence?
What do you have? So you have a bonus in what?
I got my highest stat, said and done, is 15.
15.
He
That's
can
not-
read books well.
It's not
Is
terrible.
that your intelligence or something? I'm guessing.
It's my intelligence.
Okay.
He's more intelligent than I am.
I have intelligence. Oh, so I have like average stats in Dex, Con, and Intelligence, which I think makes sense because I'm a robot. Strength is flat 10 because I'm just like I'm not like a Liftatron or anything like that.
You're not data.
So, but then my wisdom and charisma are like right now. I gotta debug my sensory inputs. There's some issues there.
There's some issues. Yeah, that'd be one way of saying it. Okay. So let me
Back to luck in progress. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you guys finish your finish all your stuff for that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm done.
So, for our skills, we have to put in the rank. So, for our
We haven't done that yet.
We haven't done that. You'll
Oh,
buy
okay, okay.
them. Yeah, you'll buy
Well,
them. Right now,
I
you
meant
don't
just
have
from the-
ranks in them right now.
well, just from the class.
No, you don't have
Oh,
ranks.
that's
we
per
don't have that.
level. Oh, okay. Never
That's,
mind.
yeah, it's
I understand.
per level.
No, I
Remember how?
understand.
Remember how in Only War? Actually, you didn't play Only War with
No.
us, did you? No. Oh, right. you missed
Yeah, I
out on
understand now.
that. You missed out on that cluster. It would have been great to have somebody who actually knew what the hell they were doing.
There was a lot of facepalm.
There's a lot of. Well, hey, the sergeant didn't raise his weapon for almost a month.
That's true.
What's a
The whole time.
And
The whole time in theater.
The designated marksman only hit one target with his gun.
I mean, it was a good hit, to be fair.
Yeah, It was. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, they did great though with that defense. They used what they had. That box of mono knives with the fucking
Fuji
punching
sticks.
trap.
God. That is such a low. I have never seen a stat that low before on a PC.
That's impressive, Ben.
I'm almost saying I think you should re-roll that again, just because I don't think you're supposed to have anything below a certain number.
You don't think he's
Nope.
supposed to be that bad?
Nope.
Well, no,
I'm
I think
keeping
there's actually a rule.
Is there a
That's what I'm
rule?
saying.
What
You are
android?
not
You've
allowed
broken
to
the rules,
be
Ben.
that bad.
Too bad
How
for
are you
this.
still alive?
It's just his
I-
charisma.
I've got
See,
minus 7 to
people
charisma.
come to talk to him because his charisma's so bad. He just goes.
No, like I can talk. I can talk perfectly fine and perfectly coherently.
Piss
They just
yourself.
don't like what I say.
You're just the single most socially awkward human being that's ever existed, or android
Yeah,
that's ever
android.
existed.
I said I'm not a human.
Do you think it's like Bender from Futurama? Like you just like bite my shiny metal ass
Belligerent motherfucker.
robot. Like, hey, meatbags.
I kind of imagine
Oh,
it
man.
as like he has a nervous stutter. People start talking to
A robot. He's like a
Oh
broken
god. Oh god. Bluff -4. Diplomacy -4. Disguise -4. Intimidate -4. Perception -1.
All right,
It just
I'm
gets
gonna.
good.
I don't see it on here, but I don't see it for the rolling stats thing. But then again, it's only a little blurb here. I'm gonna say this: you can't have below a 5 in a stat when you start off with, so you can bring that up to a 5.
I like having a
Can't have it below what?
Can't
-5.
have it below
You
five.
can't have it. You can't have an ability score at 5. For God's sake.
Really?
I'm gonna say
I've got
that.
one at 6.
Well, you're fine because you have
You're
a
fine
What
then.
if I-
You're perfectly
Here, what if I do this?
Why don't you just increase it to 6 then?
Because
Says-
I'm not going to do that. Because 5 is the threshold for a what is it? I think what is that negative? That's
All right, there. I swapped it around. Now I have a wisdom of 5 and a charisma of 6.
well. Hey, I made the I made the ruling. That works. So I'll let you do it.
I'm slightly worse thanks to that ruling.
Slightly. Well, actually, you're slightly better. I think.
No, because before I had a -4 to some skills. Now I have a -2 or to a -3 to like half of skills.
Well.
Oh man.
Oh well.
Ben.
Oh, I have a minus. Well, no. Okay, because the professional one has a drop box, so I'm not going to take a
Oh, wow.
minus.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at sleight of hand.
My chat goes Bender.
Adventure. Okay, so we finalized your ability scores. Now we're going to apply your class to all your shit. So, here's what we're going to do for applying your class. Let's see what we got right now. First things first. You're going to, let's see here. On your class page, there's a base attack bonus listed.
Looking.
+0.
Oh, is that one of the different tabs?
Sorry, what am I looking for? Sorry, what did you say?
No. You're based in your class page
Yeah,
in
the
the
table.
PDF of the rule book.
Oh, on
Yeah.
the PDF.
On the PDF of the rule book, there, if you go to your class page, there is a base attack bonus listed.
Class
Like mine is +0 for everything.
base attack. Yeah, is 0 at level 1.
Okay. So make sure you have that noted somewhere. That'll be added to your attacks when you attack.
Make sure I write down that big old.
Yeah, big old goose egg.
Well, it helps. Just remember it. That'll also list any modifiers you have for Fortitude, Reflex, and Will saving throws. Any modifiers for that should.
Okay. Where do I put that? Under the base saving throw thing?
No, you're just writing it down.
You're
on
just
your
writing it
paper.
on your paper or anywhere you wanted to.
You could probably put it in attack notes. That's what I'm putting that.
Yeah, you can put it in attack notes. That's actually a good place for it in the character sheet. But you're gonna also write down your saving throw modifiers if there are bonuses if there are any for your class. So you should have a fortitude, a reflex, and a will.
0, 0. I do have something to will though.
Hallelujah, Ben.
I don't mind having bad stats. It doesn't bother me in this light. I think it makes for interesting characters.
Oh, it makes for interesting characters, but you're gonna get us killed at some point.
If anybody's gonna get us killed, it's gonna be you, Rat.
I mean, I am the doctor. I am the doctor.
The face character.
Or the face character.
Now, saves are is there any place for save information? Oh, wait, there's saving throws total.
Yeah,
I'm just
So
waiting.
fort.
Oh yeah,
There's fort, reflex, and will saving throws. You put the. I think you put that. Where would that go? I'm trying to find it. This is a.
Well, there's a saving throw box, and it has enhance, miscellaneous, and temp.
yeah, I'm wondering.
So I
where
would
it
imagine
goes.
that would be going into enhance.
Don't
I
forget,
would
you
say.
can modify things on the page. If you go to attributes and abilities, the tab on the top, there is a list of a shitload of things that you can modify in here. So if you wanted to put that stuff in there, you just got to find it and then input it. So, so if you were going to put, let's see here, figure out what's what. So base attack bonus would be BAP or BAP or BAB, and find that somewhere in here, and then you can input that. I think.
There's really not that much stuff. I think it's only got stuff on here that's being used at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think it has information on there that hasn't been input yet. Like, I have +2 to will, so it makes sense that I enhance my will save by 2.
Yeah, but also I think enhancement is augments, right, Roach? Because can't you get like augmentation to change certain things about you?
And you can put that under miscellaneous.
Just give me a
Which
second.
gives... So adding that 2 to my will save gives me a will save of -1.
Oh God!
I mean, I would make sense to me to put it under enhance or miscellaneous,
Yeah, I
and
was
then other
thinking
stuff can go into other
miscellaneous.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, mine lags out a bunch. It takes a while to like update, but anyway, it's still working.
Yeah, I guess that is the thing. I'm just looking through and trying to see if there was a place to input that stuff.
I
Oh,
can't
there
see
is,
anything
there
else.
is. Under class information.
Class information?
Yeah,
Where's
it's up next to the ability scores. Like you put in your HP and SP, your class name, your BAB, your rank, your fortitude, reflex, will, and levels.
Oh yeah, it's repeating. It looks like it's for every one of them. Oh. Yeah, your normal ability scores. So look in your ability scores and just go to the right. And once you get past the last ability increase, it says HP and SP, class name, BAP, skill ranks,
So we
etc.
put it under Under here, like so I would put will 2 in here.
Yeah, because it changes it. It changes it.
Will 2 under all of them?
No,
I think just one.
just one.
No, just I don't think those actually they don't correspond left to right with the stats
okay.
there.
They're
It's
just
different
repeat.
fields.
It's just there was a, I remember specifically there's a current there's a that's a bug. He's trying to fix it right now,
Okay.
and I think he might have already fixed it, but they only do a push
'Cause
for the new version every
really-
Tuesday. So
It really looks like it just goes horizontally, and those are all correlated with each other. But you got to draw like an invisible line in there, then they're not correlated. With
So
each other
I
left
add-
and right.
So that's where I would put the 7 from my class health, right? And just have the
No.
2 up in the top from race. Because my class and stamina from my class are the same.
think so.
well, I think your SP is like your if you're trying to put down your stamina points. I think you don't put. I don't think there's a max, so you just put the current in there for right now.
On the class, my class sheet, it says stamina points is 7 plus my con modifier, right?
Yeah.
So
But I'm looking
Right.
at it right now. If you hover your mouse over the con bar, if you're, I think what you're saying is like you put it right next to where the con line is. If you hover your mouse over that, it just says class 2 HP. It's just the HP area again. It's repeated downward. It's not supposed to be. This is just
I know what I'm saying is up in the top, right next to our race, it said HP racial, right?
yeah.
And then in the class information, it's HP and SP, and I'm pretty sure all the classes, their base HP and stamina points before any modifier, like constitution modifiers, are the same. So you
I
put
think
your
he's right.
racial up at the top, and then
Well,
your
let's
class
test it.
on the side, and then it down below it adds it all up.
We'll try it.
All right, let mine refresh. Nope, didn't do anything. Didn't change it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way it is right now.
Yeah. It
The
doesn't.
numbers are correct.
Yeah,
but
then-
it doesn't update it if you do it that way. By the way, what's BAB?
Base attack bonus.
Ah, 0. Who's Joanne?
That's the answering machine. It's fucking loud.
Didn't you say you use push to talk?
No, I didn't.
He thought you used
Maybe that's
push to talk.
maybe that's why that one time we could hear you peeing.
Oh no, that was because I was using push to talk, and for some reason Discord glitched and
Mhm.
did not shut off my
Mhm.
push to talk when I walked away.
Mm-hmm.
So, has everybody got their HP stuff done? Has everybody got their base text modifiers? Their
My stats look good.
stats look good?
I
Okay.
guess I'm. Ugh.
Well, I mean, yeah, Chris, it's just it's a carrot sheet in alpha. That's the one.
No, I
reason
know, I
said
understand. I'm just.
put everything down in a separate sheet. So
I know, I got that. I was just.
yeah, it is as it is right now. Putting everything in racial works. It
Yeah,
works just fine.
that's what I'm doing.
So don't worry about it. Make sure. Okay, so you got all that down. Maybe it would also be a good idea just to put down your skill ranks as well, because in your class page, it'll tell you how many skill ranks you get per level. Put that down there in the same bar. So there's a little skill rank section.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure it's for me.
Oh.
I think it's
Because of my class,
Intelligent.
I'm skill adept. I get extra 2 skills that are class skills. Are you going to? Is there like? Are you going to say you can't have like ones that you have to be trained in or anything like that, or just any of the skills?
No, as if it says you can have 2 extra skills without restrictions as class skills, put them down. Like
Okay.
figure out the ones you want, and then just mark those down.
Also, I figured
Alrighty.
out how I figured out what was wrong with the health and resolve thing.
What's that?
It's because the formula. You see the formula on the side. When you look at it, ooh, shit, what did I just do? Never mind. What I did was that it says it adds all the classes together, like the class information. It adds all through 1 through 4. So hang on, let me just post it. It's easier to show than say. Never mind, I can't post it there because it's code.
Wait a second. I think I might have figured out what's going on with this. If I go to...
Like it's that. That's what I have it set to. And it reads the HP racial and then the class 0 HP, which is the top class HP. And then that comes out to 8.
Actually, I just figured out what was going on. You see how this says levels at the tail end of that line? Put Ben, do what you did before, but put 1 in the levels on the same line that you just put the SP and HP modifier.
Like, so...
So put 5 back in the HP and SP section, and then put 1 level into it, and see if that adds.
Yeah, it does.
1 level into it, where to, over on the side?
Yeah. And then make sure you click off the... Yep, there it goes.
I did.
Yep, so that's how we do it. So...
We need levels, yep.
Yeah, so figure that out. So work it back again. So you put the racial back where the racial is, and that's how we do that. I figured out why that's a thing now. It's supposed to have a plus underneath the first line so that you could add more levels or add more classes, because you can multi-class.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So that's the reason for that.
Yeah, that's working.
Sorry, what do I put into HP and SP again?
Okay. Okay. Not crimson. And NG. Remember how we had to kind of finagle the HP thing? We just added it all into the racial HP box. We just figured out how to actually do it. So put the normal racial XP or normal racial HP in that box again, just the racial. Then go down to where we've been talking about, like this class information bar, and put down your...
I put I put it in there. It worked. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you put 1 level in, and that should work. So there you go.
Yep.
Is this also giving you your correct stamina points, or is it not the correct stamina points?
Mine
it's
says
not. Mine says
Mine
7.
says
It should be
6.
6.
Mine says 6.
Yeah, but you
Mine should
might
be
get it
6.
from dex modifiers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Oh.
have 5 plus 1 equals 6.
Yeah, I have 6 plus 1.
I have 6 plus 1 plus 1.
Right.
Or 7 plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
Because dex plus levels.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it's not giving you the correct ones?
No, it is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your stamina points. Good.
I hate to go back to this, but for the skills,
Yes.
underneath it says you should only check the train box if it's for this skill, period.
Yes.
Or if it is for a class skill, period.
Yes.
So all the class skills or just the ones with the cross? Because it says for a class skill, period.
The thing is about trained, trained just means that it's trained. And that really only matters, and we'll get into it specifically when we go and buy your skills, because you'll learn more about skills then, and then we'll figure out if that's just for the trained only or not.
My SP is wrong for some reason. It keeps saying 6, but shouldn't it be the Constitution plus the 6?
It should be 5 plus your Constitution modifier.
What's your Constitution
5.
modifier?
I just said it should be 6 plus Constitution modifier.
What's your Constitution modifier?
Why should it?
So mine should be it's the modifier. So is that the actual? Oh, okay, so the mod is the MOD next to the total.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Okay, now I got it.
Okay.
I was looking at, for some reason I was thinking the total for some reason. And I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
mod.
no.
Yeah, it's a modifier.
Oh, we
Okay.
really have high 8 SP.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I
so
think I'm good.
so we've applied that. Okay. First level, you gain the number of stamina points listed in your class plus your con modifier. So it's number of it's the listed number in your class for your SP plus your con modifier. Everybody's got that, correct? It's correct. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, HP, we've got all that figured out as well. Okay, you've got your skill ranks per level listed down. By the way, that's in the class information screen as well. You might want to put that down so that you've got that listed.
Oh, I have to add my intelligence modifier? Shit. Oh, no, 0. Never mind.
So everybody's got their skill ranks per level marked down in their class information.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you sure you do, Ben? Because
Am I meant to be?
You're
Am I meant to be added in my intelligence modifier?
Well,
Yes.
no. Well,
What's that
For
about?
skills.
Ranks
Skills.
per level.
yeah.
Every level, you get 4 ranks to put into skills plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
So for me,
Plus
that's
intelligence
4
modifier,
plus
so I get to
2.
choose
So
8.
every time I level up,
That's it.
I get 6 points to put into skills.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I have 11.
wait, is it so you choose to put
What?
one in?
What is your
into
intelligence modifier?
Well,
What?
he's an operative.
Or
Operatives
is it
get plus.
four
He gets
in
8.
Yeah,
Oh, 8.
Operatives
Oh,
get
he
plus-
just has a
they get
he has a
8,
higher
yeah.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a higher base.
Oh,
What were
I'm
we
sorry, I
saying,
was
Chris?
looking at mine.
What were we saying, Chris?
So, I only get 4 points to put into each. Like, one. Like,
Total.
I only choose in total. It's not 4 per.
It's not 4
total.
per. It's 4. It's 4 per.
Okay.
And you can only have, and for a skill, you can only have rank. Your highest rank you can have in a skill is equivalent to your level. So like your first level, so the max you can have in a skill is 1 rank. But when you go to level 2, you can have 2 ranks in a skill, and it'll go up like that. You do that, but you basically you're putting point for point in a skill. You're not putting 4 ranks in a skill. You're putting 1 into a skill. At a
Okay.
time. That's how you buy a skill rank.
So, because we're level 1 now, should I be doing that now?
No. This is
Okay.
literally just so you guys you make sure you put in your class information, which is on your character sheet. Like we just put all that stuff down there: your SP and HP, your base attack bonus, all your will saves and modifiers and things. There's also a section for skill ranks per level listed there as well, and you got to
Okay.
put that in and make sure that's all good to go.
Wait, there's actually because I got it written down on my piece of paper.
Yeah,
but
that's
there's-
why I was
there's
asking
a
you, Ben, because I'm looking at your character sheet. It's right next to base attack bonus. It's right. It's
base attack bonus skill ranks.
there. You go. And this is just the modifier before your intelligence mod, because
Yep,
it automatically computes that. So just put that in there, and then it should give you a total of 6
Yep.
at the bottom. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. So everybody's got that written down. That's the last of putting in all of your class stuff. So now we go to assigning skill ranks and feats. So you guys may want to go to the skill section in the rulebook. There's a chapter for it. It's chapter 5. Starts on page 130.
And there's also bookmarks.
Yes, there is. And what you're going to do is you're going to figure out how many points you have to put in skills for this level. So I think Ben has 6, NG has 11 because he's an operative and that's what he does. And everything like that.
Yeah, I'm all about skills.
Yeah, I have 7.
I
And-
have 4.
Yeah, what you're going to do is, let's see here. You're going to, let's see here. Yeah, okay. Chris?
Yes.
Yeah, you just put down the trained skill and the ones with the crosses. So you just check the cross. You just do the trained check mark on your class skills that have a cross. And if you buy ranks into a trained skill, you put that down there as well.
Okay.
Later on. But just... or no, don't check the trained box if you don't have... if it's not a class skill. And it's also trained. Okay? That's what it is. Because you can't test a trained skill unless you put ranks into it at any other time, but you can for a class skill. That's why that box is there. So like you only have a certain number of class. You only have a certain number of skill points you can put in this level. Let's say you didn't put anything into. I don't know your skills. If let's say you didn't put anything into. Let's see here, culture this level, you'd still be able to check and do skill checks with that because it's a class skill. That's why the box is there. So.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to go through now, and you're going to assign ranks to your class, to your skills. Doesn't have to be a class skill; can be any skill you want to. But keep in mind that you can only do skill checks on trained skills unless you have a rank in them or they're a class skill. Everything else you can train normally. And the more ranks you have into something, the better off you are.
Can't we only put one rank into something right now?
Yes, only one rank into something right now. So check through, figure out what they are. If you don't know what a skill does, check the section in the book, because they have very detailed sections on all of these, so that you can figure out what you can do with all of them.
So did you say as well that we can only put, because we're level 1, we can put one rank in each one?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to put into 11 different ones?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Have fun, Angie.
That's literally half of them.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is, like, my class skills, if you look at the little chart there, the skill summary, the operative, look how many he can do. Him and the envoy are like the skill people, I guess.
Yep, they are.
That's kind of cool. Into piloting. I bet I probably should put it in pilot. I'm the ace pilot, apparently.
Bada bing, bada boom, done.
Well,
ace pilot that doesn't know how to pilot.
7 skills, 7 ranks.
What's the profession part about? What's that?
That's for like writing in one.
Yeah, you
like
mine's
okay.
EOD, because my character's trained in explosives and grenades.
Like if I go to the skill list, let's see. Profession is on page 146. Profession is like a specific job. It's skill you're in a specific job, speciality or creative art. So
if I'm an ace pilot, my job's probably a pilot. So
it could. I mean, it could be. It doesn't have to be though.
I mean, piloting's already a thing, so you're probably gonna want to choose something that could be useful.
So, what's your class skill? I mean, what's your class ability? What's your key ability for your class?
I think it's dexterity or intelligence.
It's dex.
It's dex. Okay. Let's see here. What is better for you, charisma or wisdom?
Oh, I'm not good at either of those. I'm good at dexterity and intelligence.
What's the better of the two?
Wisdom.
He can do intelligence.
Charisma, I'm terrible at.
Oh, is there an intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
There's an intelligence list.
Yeah.
Is there?
There is an intelligence.
Yeah.
Where are you? What page are you looking at, Roach?
146. There's example listings for 3 of these. So like, let's say you wanted to do an intelligence-based profession, that'd be something like accountant, archaeologist, architect, corporate professional, electrician, lab technician, lawyer, mathematician, philosopher, professor, psychologist, vid gamer, etc. Like, it's your day job, or it's your job that you normally did or did before you did adventuring or stuff, and that you could probably still do for money. So like, let's say you have some downtime and you're like, okay, I'm gonna let's say you're an electrician or something by trade, and you're just like, we got a week or 2 on the station. I'm gonna do some contract work for an electrician or something. Then you do that and you get paid for like, a couple weeks work. that could be what you want to do, or like, let's say I had you guys trying to get past like a hard locked door or something, and you could say, well, I'm an electrician in my day job. I might know how to bypass a like a lock or something.
I'm a professor of xenobiology. Professors, no charisma.
Yeah, so like that's what a profession could be.
Mercenary.
You gotta write it in and then make sure that you pick the correct skill, or not skill, your correct ability, because there's a drop down menu. It can be intelligence, wisdom, or charisma based.
I'm trying to think of a charisma profession. I was just reading them, and the only one that could sort of make sense for mercenary is courtesan. That's just how I get my contracts. Just
Courtesan, you mean?
courtesan, whatever.
I was about to say, what
Same.
is that word?
It's like a flower or something.
Courtesan, whatever.
I don't think a courtesan's a job though.
Well, it is. I mean, yeah, it is.
It's just like you're there.
It could be a hard job.
Hey, if you get paid for it.
I think that just makes you a hooker.
Basically, yes. That's
Paid for your physical presence.
basically, yeah.
We learned this from Firefly. It makes you a companion. That's what.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Ben, you're paid for your physical presence
No, I'm paid for my mind.
No.
and your dashingly good looks.
I'm a robot. I don't know if we have sexual
I was
attraction.
talking about in real life, Ben, as a joke.
Your jokes are obtuse, dog.
I know. What
He's
am
a
I, being
rat.
obtuse? No.
What is your charisma score, Tog?
10. Bog standard.
10 better than you.
Man.
Or 5 better than you.
The crazy rat mechanic is a better speaker than the professor.
Penelope. I'm set.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just trying to think of. I'm thinking of the intelligence profession. I'm trying to think of one.
Well, I have
You
one
literally
rank.
get to choose every other one.
Yeah. Think of
I
a
know.
job, and then think of what major ability.
See, that's the thing, though. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to do all
Doesn't
his
need to
classes.
worry about-
Ace pilot.
See, I'm
mean,
just
you
trying to
pilot
figure out where to
it.
put my rank.
The
I
game's
could be
giving
like
you a
Han
freebie.
Solo.
Well, I mean, that's more of an adventure. You could say like you were a transport pilot before, or something.
Yeah, you could specify like what type of
Just
pilot
thinking.
you were.
or like a freighter, like a freighter pilot, or a shuttle pilot. You just shuttled people from a space station to the surface, like, and you got tired of that job, but it gave you some.
Like,
skill
my
and
I was a
profession
piloting.
demo-
I was a
demolition.
smuggler. Smuggled people in.
There you go.
Okay,
I smuggled androids.
He's a slave trader.
They were
He's a slaver.
persecuted.
he's
God.
a slaver.
It's so
He's an
hard to put
Imperial and Elite Dangerous.
4 ranks.
Yeah.
I have 4 ranks, and I have to figure out where to put them.
Chris, what I did, and you don't have to do this,
There
is
we go,
I
I
put
got
the
it.
ranks in where I already had check marks for CSs, so they buffed my stats.
That's a pretty normal one. That's pretty
Yeah.
normal, Tog. That's
Yeah, I know,
That's-
but I only have 4, and I have like 8 skills.
What do you think is most important?
Just pick the
what
ones
you only
that are
have 4
interesting.
total.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
4 ranks.
You don't
He's
have
got
an
4
intelligence
plus
modifier?
0.
You don't have an intelligence modifier, do you?
No,
Oh,
I'm the face character.
Oh, Chris.
What? Don't look down on him. Don't go, oh, poor Chris. He's got the height, like his lowest stats, like a 14.
No, it's
I
11.
basically got 11. I just put them all.
Actually,
on
bet
the
it's 11.
charisma.
It's 11.
And Tog,
Chris,
you don't get to
Because
talk
the
either. I'm
android-
rocking a 5 and a 6.
Because the android's not good at charisma, I just didn't put things into that type of like bluff and diplomacy.
yeah, put ranks in the shit that actually complements your
Chris,
character.
what race did you pick? I forgot.
Half elf.
He's a
Oh,
half
right.
elf. He's a pointy-eared bastard.
He's half elf, yeah.
We can carry on.
You're just gonna pick those at a certain point.
We'll figure it out.
I just have one more because I put one into my. Yeah, I just have one left.
It's not even my best skill. That's stupid.
Mr. Skill Monkey's complaining about not having enough skills.
It's only a 4.
I got the side with Ben on that one.
I got acrobatics at 7, and sleight of hand is at 7. I can rob everyone.
My computer's at 7. And so is my physical science and medicine. Remind you, the crazy rat man is the doctor on board this ship.
You're a doctor with 2 robots.
So, unless anyone got a racial bonus feat, which I don't think anyone else did, because I think humans are the only ones who get a racial bonus feat.
Well, humans get an extra feat, don't they?
Yeah, that's what a bonus feat is. It's an extra one. Unless anybody else got that, which I don't think any other class or any other race does, unless half-elves do. But I don't think
What's
they
a
do.
skill focus? Oh, is a bonus feat. Yeah, I get skill focus, whatever the fuck that.
Skill focus? Did you... Are you going to read that and figure out what it is?
Yeah. I mean, it's something I have as a half-elf.
You don't get but do you get a bonus feat? Or no?
Yeah, that is my bonus feat.
No. That's a racial bonus.
Oh yeah, no, that's the only thing I
That's
get.
the only racial bonus you got?
Look at the humans. They literally have bonus feet.
Yeah, okay. Since no one else got a racial bonus feat out of their race, every one of you get 1 feat at first level.
Okay.
So, if you go to the feats section, which is at 150, starting at 150, you've got to pick one. Go through the prerequisites, make sure you meet any that are listed there, and go through and figure it out. By the way, don't complain about how long this section is, because this is cut down about half from Pathfinder.
Jesus
Well, it's not that bad.
Why is it so long?
It's like 2 1/3 pages. It's not that bad. And most of these we can't use.
2 1/3 pages of just the shorthand listing of these things. There's like detailed feat descriptions after this, Ben, for every one of them.
What does insight do again?
Like that'd be something like you're trying to figure out what somebody's motive is.
Okay.
Or like
So,
are they lying to me, or are they telling the truth, or you know.
How do you add insight to a skill check?
What do you mean?
So, as a bonus feat that I get as a half elf, I get skill focus, and it's you choose a skill, you gain a +3 insight bonus to checks involving the chosen skill.
No, you just get a +3 bonus to the chosen skill.
Oh.
That's what that means. Now, insight. I thought you meant like an actual. I thought you. Well, insight. It doesn't. Insight is just sense motive in this game. I thought insight in D&D is an actual skill, but sense motive is that skill in here. You get a +3 to a skill that you pick.
Okay, and that goes to ranks or miscellaneous?
Miscellaneous. It's just a +3 modifier on top.
I am taking the feat medical expert. Treat deadly wounds more quickly and provide long-term care without a medical lab.
When it says pre-request and it says, like, you know, athletics 5 ranks, is the 5 ranks the totals are only the ranks?
That's the ranks.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to unlock that until you've
at least level 5.
5, yeah. So I was just checking. Yes, you're right. Yeah, a lot of these we definitely can't get anyway.
Yeah, I just looked at the medical expert. It's like, that's actually really useful.
Deflect projectiles. That sounds cool.
Yeah, feats are awesome. Oh, wait, does throw anything in here? Does throw anything?
I don't know.
Is throw anything in here? Oh my god, I need to know this.
Redirect projectile. That sounds great.
No, they got rid of it.
Oh, damn it!
It was
I wanted
too
to make everything
broken
a
for
projectile
Pathfinder. It was too broken. They couldn't take it. They couldn't keep it. I'm serious. I made a half elf rogue. I think it was that his only thing at level 5 was he had throw anything as a perk, and a shitload of money. And he had bandoliers of alchemist fire and acid flasks and throwing dagger like sheaths on his wrists and stuff like that. And he's just like, I think I was actually it's recorded. It's a recorded D&D session for a D&D channel. I won a contest to get into, but yeah, that was this whole thing. That entire game was just It's just throwing alchemist fire, and grenades and shit, and daggers.
Being fucking terrifying.
It was fun. It was so fun. It was also a cheap character too, because alchemist fire is only like 10 gold pieces to throw. It's like
Ben, we can't have psychic powers. Our charisma's not high enough.
Oh yeah, my 6 isn't high enough to have charismatic powers.
Yeah,
In all fairness,
abilities.
in all
where
fairness,
is it?
almost all of the skill-based ones are outside of my purview.
I don't know why you're so surprised they're being psychic stuff, Chris. I mean,
No,
two of the races are innately psychic in this
No,
game.
it's not that it baffles me. It's just that I didn't see it.
Also, like, psychic isn't a new thing in the D&D and Pathfinder universe. There's psychic abilities in D&D 5th edition. Like, Mind Flayers use psychic abilities.
Yeah, there are monsters that have psionic, like innate psionic
They're
abilities,
working
so they
on
don't
a
cast
race.
spells through.
There's a lot
through
of
normal magical means.
Yeah, there's a
I'm
lot
just-
of will save modifiers you can get, like Iron Will or Lightning Reflexes. Those are pretty good ones.
Oh.
Like Iron Will gives you a +2 to will saves, and Lightning Reflexes gives you a +2 to reflex saves. Those are like the saving throws in D&D. There's only 3 of them in this one. So instead of like, oh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, or else you're gonna turn to stone. And this one,
There's a skill. There's one called Step Up. Makes me think everyone's gonna go start dancing.
I mean,
I think I'm just gonna go with fleet.
What? Swimming master. You go up Athletics 5.
I mean,
Damn.
like, don't forget, Ben, that there are also feats that benefit your allies. Like the coordinated shot gives you allies +1 ranged attacks against foes.
I
you
don't
threaten.
shoot things.
anyways, he wouldn't be able to get that because its base attack bonus is a +1. He only has a 0.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like
He's
9
dead.
out of 10 of these I can't use because it's just stuff that's not inside my purview right now.
where do we put these?
If you're gonna put down your feats, you're gonna go down below your going down to the near bottom of the page, and there's a feat and special
Yep.
ability section.
Yep,
You can
I
add
see it.
those. There you go.
I might choose Barricade. Create my own fragile cover.
I saw that.
I was
That
actually
pretty
looking at that one too.
That's,
I thought that was cool.
you need
I like
one
the
rank
idea of
engineering,
like
but that's
an
not that
android.
bad.
Yeah, I like the idea of an android just being able to make some cover in front of him. Plus, I'm more of a stealth person,
I mean,
so I'm not really
fragile
into
cover.
combat. So.
Let's see here. Let's use my GM screen that I've got here now. The last one in the fucking country, apparently. Let's see here.
careful,
Fragile
man.
cover.
Careful, Roach. They might come and take it.
You just start breaking down my door.
Oh wait, reroll missed chances from concealment, blind fight. That actually could be good for me.
Where do we find is base speed under race?
It's tied to It's tied to how big you are, if I remember correctly. So if I check, give me a second.
There's fly as well and climbing.
Let's see here. Base speed.
Hey, I gotta care about making a drone. Since I'm a mechanic, I
I
get
wish-
a drone.
I wish I could sort all these feats by charisma.
That would be nice.
Because I might as well capitalize on my charisma.
I mean, do what you do good. And if you don't do anything good in particular, just do something.
I do most things good.
Most medium creatures have a base speed, land speed of 30 feet.
So speed is
If they have additional, let's see here. They have additional movement speeds. Those are listed separately. So I don't think the Ahsoki are any slower than anyone else.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait up for the stupid rat man.
Listen, man, I can make a drone that's big enough that I can ride on, motherfucker.
Well, you can ride on a frog, so...
I'm gonna fucking ride a drone in the battle, man.
Yep, 30 feet. So that's everybody goes 30 feet. That's a normal movement speed.
40.
Unless modified or listed separately.
I'm fast. I'm zippy.
Just zippy.
Get around.
Just zippy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Zippy.
What's the flat-footed condition?
Flat-footed is an automatic -2. It's so like if you're surprised. So like if instead of advantage, it just gives modifiers in this game. So like if somebody surprises you in a combat round and you're surprised for a combat round, instead of you being at disadvantage or them having advantage on you, you'd be at flat-footed. Which would be a negative, which is I think it's a. Hold on a second. Flat-footed. It's somewhere around here. I know it's here.
I was looking at jet dash. Normal. You move 4 times your land speed and gain the
Take
flat-footed
a
condition.
-2 penalty to AC, and you cannot take reactions.
Okay.
So your AC would go down by 2. That's both for kinetic and energy, and you wouldn't be able to do like attacks of opportunity or any reaction that you'd have, which reactions are only attacks of opportunity. So yeah, no attacks of opportunity when you're flat-footed. So, stuff like that. It's very bad. It's not good. you don't want to be flat-footed.
No, well, it was just my normal movement speed was like 4 times, but it had
Sorry if I get something wrong as well, because I played Pathfinder for years, and I'm used to the Pathfinder rules, and there, flat-footed is a separate AC. You actually had 3 levels of AC in Pathfinder. You had your normal AC, you had your... What was it? You had your flat-footed AC, and then you had your... Oh, what was it? I think it was... You had something else. It was another one, which I think was without arm or anything. And flat-footed used to just mean you didn't add your dex modifier to your AC. Was the thing.
And swim. Roach, what is a swift action?
A swift action is an action that doesn't take up anything. It's like...
Bonus.
like
for that?
It'd be like a bonus action. But in this game,
Okay.
swift action only accounts for changing grips on a weapon. So like if you had like a 2-handed axe or something and you go to a 1-handed, that'd be a swift action. And dropping prone. That's what a swift action is.
Because I'm to the other guys, I'm trying to choose between 2 and I can't decide, so I was wondering what you guys think. I'm trying to choose between barricade, where I can create my own fragile cover, or quick draw. Quickly
I would say
pull out
I
my
think
weapon.
barricade could be, situationally useful and cool.
Okay,
Imagine
I'll
if
go
you're on a
barricade.
starship and like you've got like a corridor you're defending or something like that.
Yeah.
Just put up a barricade and then you've got like all of you guys can just shoot down through there like Alamo that shit.
Yeah.
It's only
just start, like,
fragile
ripping-
cover. Does that mean it can be destroyed? I guess.
Fragile
Oh,
cover
yeah.
is like and actually in this game like cover and stuff like that has like hardness levels and HP that you have to keep track of.
Okay.
So like fragile would be something like let's see here.
Togs, where he starts ripping like Durasteel panels off the walls and
You just
piling
fucking
them up.
Bolting them up.
Yeah.
Can I... so I'm taking skill synergy as my feat, so it's... You understand how 2 skills work together. Could I pitch disguise and survival towards you as the 2 skills that are synergetic?
How would you justify that?
Since I'm often getting in trouble because I'm a mercenary, I disguise myself so I can survive in the multitude of lands and planets that I go to.
Survival isn't like colloquial survival. It means like living off the land.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
It's like
starting a fire with 2 sticks.
finding water on a desert planet or something like that. Like it's like Bear Grylls type survival, not
Okay.
like
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
I'm in the gutters in like a hive city or something survival. It's
But sleight of hand and disguise would work, right?
I could see that kind of. Yeah, I could see that.
It also says if something provides partial cover, I can make it grant normal cover if I can barricade it.
So you can
That's
just
good.
put more shit onto the cover to make it more effective.
Yeah, you. That's basically what it is.
Because
You can
partial
kind of,
cover.
if you have nothing.
partial cover provides a +2 AC bonus and a +1 to reflex saves, but if you go to regular cover, that's a +4 to AC and a +2 to reflex save, which is huge. That's actually
okay, and
actually really good.
it has when determine its hardness and hit points, treat it as a piece of equipment with an item level equal to half your total ranks in engineering. So that means it's going to be first level.
Yes,
additionally,
it'd be first level cover, so it'd be like it would be the equivalent of wood or something like that for the first couple.
So do I get 11 every level?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so I can do that up every time then, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The operative is a skill monkey. You're playing a rogue essentially.
I think it goes well together. Like the fact I'm not kind of the pilot, I'm not really the shooter. And then when I'm needed to do other things, I can also, you know.
Do you have a dex? Do you have a good dex, NG?
Most of mine are okay.
Okay.
All of mine are.
I'm making sure because the operative is technically a combat class.
Oh, you say dex, yeah?
Yeah, dex.
That's my best one, 17.
All right, you can shoot well then. You can shoot really well because dex is your shooting skill.
I'm just not good at charisma. That's my only one. So I'm not a charismatic rogue. I'm uncharismatic rogue. I'm like Chewbacca.
Chewbacca wasn't a rogue though. He's like a barbarian or something.
He was kind of a rogue. You know, he was a.
I would say Han is more of a rogue.
He's a smug. Yeah, they are though. They work together. They're both rogues. It's just he's not charismatic. He's just kind of like.
All right, I'll take. Okay.
I'll be right back.
So Ben, you picked for your feat. I said, what did you pick for your feat?
Oh, I got computers, engineering, life science, physical science. Oh, feet.
Fleet.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about skills.
Like, oh, I got a pedicure. Green.
All right, so you got fleet. That gives you a +10 to speed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you go 40 feet.
Yeah.
So that means you go, instead of 6 squares, you're going 8 squares, right? I think it's 5 feet a square.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we're still using 5-foot squares, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 foot squares.
Is fly, swim, and climb speed all the same?
Fly, you don't have any fly speed.
I can't fly.
We can have jetpacks or androids. I'm sure we can get like
unless you
enhancements.
get modification.
And I'm a robot, so I don't know if I can
wanna
swim.
get one.
You can
I
swim.
just-
You're not like circuitry robot. You're like you're a partial, like androids in this are partially biological.
I'm Bishop
Yeah.
from Aliens.
Roach, have you ever played Metal Gear Solid 5? Or anyone in general?
What's 5? Is that Phantom Pain?
Yeah, that's the newest one.
I've played like 5 hours into that. Don't tell me anything.
Do you know what the D-Walker is?
I'm actually the same, yeah.
I've that's the walker, isn't it?
The little robot that you
like
can
the
ride?
little mini one.
I am making that in this game. It is going to be my combat drone.
All I have in the game so
I can
far
ride it
is
since I'm one size smaller than it.
all I have so far in the game. Last time I played was the horse. The dog. Dog hasn't grown up yet.
Yeah,
I only just got
think-
the African map.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you finish the first African map mission?
I don't know.
I need to go back. I did that mission. I got to the base where you can start like having the base, and I went, okay, I'll come back to this later, and I never got to go back.
Oh yeah, you mean the online
need to go back.
portion of the base?
Go back.
Yeah, I think that was. I don't think I got to that part yet, but I remember I got through Afghanistan. I got through the Afghanistan stuff, but it just opened up the Africa map, and that was the last thing I played. And then my computer blew up. So yeah, so it's been a while. So I haven't played it with this new one yet. So everybody got their feats. Everybody good. Ben's got their feet. Paradox got his feet. Chris, you're good. Tog, you got yours.
We only get one. We only get 1 feat, don't we? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some as you level up. Like there are other ones you'll get, but yeah, first level, unless you're human, you only get 1.
Are we human?
No.
Well,
you're
or-
not.
Me and you aren't, no.
Or if you're a half elf, you get the skill
Yeah,
focus as a benefit.
Focus.
Bonus.
Okay, now we go to step 8, which is your equipment.
Oh
my.
dear God.
We get to go shopping.
Yay!
Fabulous.
Looking at the adorable little space
Shopping
goblins.
episode. All right, where does that? What page does that start on?
Page 164.
The bookmark.
Yeah, which is page
Just
164.
use the bookmark, Ben. It's this is one of the books that has a really great bookmark section.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's very well bookmarked.
Alrighty.
So everyone starts out with. I'm pretty sure everyone starts out with the same amount of creds, if I remember.
Give me
correctly.
money.
Let's see here. I think everybody starts out with. Everyone starts out with 1,000 credits.
1,000 space ducats.
You get 1,000 creds in a cred stick, and you are going to shop and get your equipment.
Okay.
Everything is at listed value. I won't imply if you buy something and then you say
Hello?
like I should.
Okay.
If you buy something and then you don't think it should, and you're like, oh, I don't want that anymore. I'm not going to like impose a penalty on you. You can trade it back for the same price and then go back. Just
I assume that like the level says means that you have to have a certain level before you can buy it.
yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the head real quick.
All right.
As
You can get a club.
is your pistol.
Yes, you can get a
Free.
club. It does not require it does not require anything because it's a fucking club.
Well, the
Free.
nice
It's just
thing
free.
is like all the
So-
base damage is the same as
Oh.
my Solarian solar blade thing.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Free clubs. We can be the club, spaceship.
Start clubbing people to death.
You like barbarians, just go ooga booga and then just hit
Oonga
them.
boonga, oonga boonga. Just outfit my fucking drone with two clubs.
Well, I mean,
two automated
Chris,
club arms.
your the the tactical semi-auto pistol is 1d6 damage. So I think that's better than your weapons.
The solar weapon is 1d6.
Oh, well, it's the same then. Fuck you too.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm looking at the ranged
Oh my
weapons.
god! The advanced baton is 540,000 ducats.
Listen, man, that fucking thing will wreck your
That
game.
baton.
It's
space
like
called a
main-
credit.
Whoa.
It's
Wait.
space ducats, damn
Wait,
it!
what's usage?
Usage. Where are you looking at that at?
The semi-auto pistol tactical.
I'd assume that's how many times you can use it before you have to reload.
Well, no.
No,
The baton has to be. The baton is usage 1.
you gotta
Band
reload
baton.
the baton. It's-
The tactical semi-auto pistol is just it's analog. It doesn't say usage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Usage. Let's see here.
Dueling sword. That
Oh, that's
sounds
how
cool.
much
Oh, level
ammunition.
2.
That's how much ammunition is used per use of it. So if you fire if you
Ah.
fire the pistol, if it says like usage 1, it's firing 1 round at a
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
Everything's so expensive.
We have
That's
1,000 chits.
We're we're pissant little level 1 characters.
Buy a knife.
Remember, you can only use things of your level, so you can only buy things at level 1 for your
Yes,
weapons
there's al-
and your stuff. Don't forget to buy ammo and shit with it.
Yeah, it's
Can't,
like
can't we
Ace's
buy
Eight.
something for a higher level and wait till that level to use it?
Really want to waste money doing that?
You really want to waste money like that? This is just your weapons. You still need clothes.
We need
and
clothes.
shit.
We need ammunition for weapons. We need survival
I'm gonna
gear.
I'm gonna start with armor.
Small arms. Small arms are one-handed ones, yeah?
Roach.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
small arms are one-handed. Yeah.
Roach. I noticed immediately the flame rifle.
Yes. Well, I don't know what.
It's so beautiful.
And
set
injection
people
glove.
on
That
fire.
sounds a bit. That sounds a bit weird.
Kinky.
Well, that sounds weird at
Giggity.
all. Now I'm looking at the armor. There are 3 types of armor I have to choose from.
It's light,
Light suit.
it's light, heavy, and powered. but you've only got. Your
Oh my
light,
god, the swoop hammer, 905,000.
You're looking at shit that's like level, like tier 20.
I know.
Yeah, you're. It's weapons that you kill gods with.
Look at things that have a 1 on their level. That's what you're looking at.
I'm gonna buy a flare gun.
I respect your decision to use fire.
A flare gun.
I respect that.
It's
decision.
capacity 1 flare, usage 1. Just got 1 shot.
You get one shot.
And you got
and
reload.
you're done.
And then you gotta reload. It's a survival gun that you can shoot people
And
with.
it's a 1d3 damage.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be useful.
I don't think it's a combat gun. I'm gonna be.
It's a survival weapon.
As an operative, you're good with. Well, as an operative, you should know there is. Well, actually, everybody should know.
Yes,
in the
small
weapon-
arms, basic
in the-
melee weapons, and
No,
snipers.
no. It's not that. If you have in the special section, if it says operative in the tag on the weapon, that means you can use dex for the melee instead of just strength. So you can substitute. It's like what's that in D&D 5th? It's finesse weapons or
Yeah, finesse.
are the ones that. Yeah, so this is operative means finesse in this essentially. It's what that is. I think.
Okay, so like the tactical baton has operative in the special, so that means so what can it?
It could be used. You can use it as a strength-based weapon or a dex-based weapon.
Oh, sweet
Okay.
Jesus.
What's ACP in terms of the armor?
What do you,
Armor check
Not
penalty?
bad there.
yeah,
All right. An armor check penalty is having a -1 good or bad?
let's see here.
I assumed
I
it
don't
was
know how that-
bad.
Gonna,
It's got a negative on it, which doesn't sound positive.
gonna go for bad, but give me a second. Let me get down to where it is. I'm just double checking the operative thing.
My armor is just a second set of skin, so I like to think that I'm wearing a human leather gimp suit.
You just ruined second skin for me. God damn it.
Ben, goddamn it, you did the same thing to me.
See, I was thinking like the suit from Splinter Cell.
Like skin tight suit.
Yeah, like the Splinter
Okay.
Cell.
So yes, operative is finesse for every character, but operatives get a special benefit as well. An operative can use the trick attack class feature that's on page 93, especially for the operative. If the weapon has the operative trait, everyone else you still get the bonus of being able to switch between dex and strength as an attack. So that's what operative means. Just double checking that. Okay, so you were asking specifically, Ben. You were asking about armors, right?
Mhm.
And
There's the armor class
check.
penalty.
Let me just check. For
I'm
a second.
assuming
Let me
that's
go down.
bad having one of those. Oh,
I got a survival knife.
a survival knife and a flare gun, so you're playing long dark.
Yep.
I have an auto semi-automatic pistol tactical.
Ooh, augments. Oh, that's like high level stuff. Mid level stuff at least. Level 6, level 11, level 4. Oh, there's some lower stuff.
Yeah, there's some lower stuff.
Like a fake leg.
Yeah, like we're not in the Imperium of Man.
We can
Got
buy
me trick knee.
we can buy a hideaway limb, which is I'm assuming is where I'm storing my booze. I've got like a compartment in my leg I can open up. It's got a flask in there. Prosthetic limb, respirator, respiration compounder, and vocal modulator. Those are the only ones we can buy, or that we can use.
A needle pistol.
Vocal modulator. Reshape the voice box. Well, I'm a robot, so fuck that. And I don't feel like a robot should be breathing either, so I'm not gonna go too heavy into that. What is a hideaway? Oh, standard. A compartment hidden inside your limb. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So the way armor check penalty works, Ben. So like if you go to like I think it's still listed on here. So if you go to like your character sheet and it has like an asterisk next to any of the skills, an armor check penalty applies to those skills if you have an armor with an armor check penalty modifier.
Oh, okay. So like if you're wearing,
so like if you have a negative, if you have a -1 on something and like you're doing an acrobatic skill, and so you then apply that modifier on whatever you roll. So like with you, so you're rolling acrobatics, you get a +1. Let's say you roll a 15, apply your armor check penalty, you only rolled a 14. That's what that means.
Well, you can buy a computer.
Hopefully I can buy a sniper.
Did you buy a gun yet, Ben?
No, but I'm a spellcaster.
Good idea. Probably a good idea.
I can't buy a
to get gun.
sniper.
I've got
Two.
so far I've spent over half of my credits getting a second skin, a semi-auto pistol, and a computer, tier 1.
Yep. Well, hey, I mean, shit, that's about on par. I mean, think about today's world. How much does a fucking gun cost you? You're trying to get a pistol or something like that.
I like the grenades. My thing didn't
I just
say
said
I was
ballistic
proficient in
armor.
grenades.
Yeah, because the second skin's kind of like the body armor that you can wear nowadays underneath clothing. That doesn't really show off.
what mine
In
I mean,
fact,
kind of, yeah.
That's not what mine
no,
is.
it's literally that. That's what it says. If it's the same skin color as you, they have difficulty detecting that it's actually armor.
No, mine's
You can
actually
get
made
the
of
shuriken.
human leather.
I could be a ninja in space.
You're a rat. What do you care?
Still,
Yes.
it's disgusting. Just because
So I'm trying to put in my solar weapon. What does the attack mean under weapons?
Hold on, let me check what you got going on here.
And I'm
what do you
guessing
mean?
there's the attack next to attack type. That's based off strength, I'm guessing.
Yeah, looks like it.
What's the damage ability? That gonna be based off like, is that where we choose if it's strength or whatever?
Yes.
And I'm assuming it's just base strength, not 1.5 or
Yeah, it's base.
half.
I'm not spending money on a gun.
And then, how do we know if it has a critical?
Well, it would say that in your class section. There's a whole section in your class that lists your weapons. Critical, it would probably be, unless it states that it'd probably be a 20. Because in Pathfinder, there are weapons that have a range, so like 19 to 20 crits on,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, if it doesn't say it, then it's gonna have, it's probably, if it doesn't say it doesn't have a critical, and it doesn't say a specific crit range, it's probably just a 20.
Okay.
So, Roach.
Wait, we can get fusions onto our weapons?
Yeah, you can get, you could get things on shit. By the way, Ben, your second skin has an upgrade slot, and as an android, you have a natural upgrade slot. So you have 2 upgrade slots, which is basically armor upgrade slots. So you
put armor plating
get
in
2 armor upgrades.
I got some extra RAM slots to plug shit into in the back of my head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Download extra RAM. So Roach.
PCIe slots, you just put it in.
So Roach, I've got this class ability called custom rigging. So I can create a custom toolkit for myself. Does that count as a whatchamacallit, a toolkit in game?
Let me check here. That's
Like
a
how it
class
reads,
skill?
it seems like it does. Yeah, it's a class skill as a mechanic. Because, like it says, when using this rig, you can always count as having an appropriate tool or basic kit for any computer or engineering skill check you attempt.
Then make sure. Well, one, I would say make sure you're checking the description of the toolkit in game, If it's the same thing, then yes. But if it isn't, then whatever it doesn't cover, you would still need a toolkit for.
A toolkit is a set of specialized tools and devices not worth purchasing individually, but which is, as a collection, are required for a given task or provide a circumstantial bonus to certain skill checks. The types of toolkits are disguise kits, engineering kits, hacking kits, navigators tools, professionals tools, and trapsmiths tools.
Yep. So basically the only thing that would cover would be the engineering kit.
So I have an engineering kit, effectively, from that.
Technically, yes, but it also works on computers and shit.
Okay. Alright, awesome. And also, is it alright, as it says, you can, where is it? You can configure it to be installed as an augmentation?
Yes, you could.
So I'm going to have it in my arm. So I'm going to have the augmentation for that. So basically, for statement, I have a hideaway limb where that's stored for that class. Is that fine?
Sounds alright.
Okay.
But it's only usable for that custom rig, nothing else.
Yeah, no, that's where it sits. It's a little hole that my arm opens up, and it's just a fucking toolkit.
Where's the goddamn Solarian?
And what armor did you get?
I have the second skin. It's a human leather gimp suit.
That's the one I. Our race, we have an extra upgrade slot, don't we, in our body?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would actually allow us to buy 2 armor upgrades.
All right, what specifically are you looking at, Chris?
Oh, I'm just looking for the Solarian crystals so I can upgrade my sword.
Okay.
So
I don't think it's an actual purchasable thing, Chris. I think
I just saw it. I swear I just saw it.
Where do we find the upgrades for our armor that we can plug into our RAM slots?
Oh, there they are. Weapon crystals. Found it. Oh, damn it. 5th level and up. Fuck.
Armor upgrades start on page... Well, I mean, you could actually use the bookmarks again. They start on page 104.
Armor upgrades. Sensors, quick release sheath, radiation buffer, tensile reinforcements. Those are the only level 1 ones you can get. How much money do I have? I can get one of them.
Then you got to figure out: are you going to use it only on your? Are you going to use it on your second skin, or are you going to use it on your body? Because your body stays with you. I mean, hopefully.
I'm gonna put a really cool one on my body, so I'm gonna leave that one for a bit, I think. And I get when we go up some levels, maybe choose a really good one to put on my body. Like, there's jetpack at level 5. I'm gonna put that on my body all the time. That'd be cool.
Weapon slot, upgrade slots. There's upgrade slots. Armor upgrades. Oh, yes. I don't know what any of these do.
Well, I mean, there's descriptions down below of every one that you're looking at.
So, infrared sensors. Let's see, what's that one do? Gain dark vision. I already have that.
So you don't need that.
Quick release doodle.
Is there anything, like, other than, like, clothes that are, like, a necessity that we have?
Depends. If you go to, like, I think it starts on other
Creation buffer.
The quick release sheath is basically quick draw, so I could have quick draw as well, basically.
Yeah. If you go to, like, other purchases, they're personal items, so you can get a backpack.
I'm missing... I need 20 more credits.
Bonding, epoxy, clothing, gear clamps, hygiene kits, spacesuits, tents, what else is there? Drugs, medical stuff, trade goods. You can get UPBs, which are pretty good to have. Foods and drinks, field rations, shit like that might be good. Depends on where you're going to be. All that kind of stuff you can pick up.
Alright, I think I'm going to put a tensile reinforcement.
Get a backpack.
How do you know if the when it says so as if the item level were 5 or higher? What does that mean?
Where are you looking at that? What page are you looking at that on?
The tensile reinforcement that Ben was talking about.
Page.
I see page 409.
It's not on page 409. Tensile reinforcement is going to be 207.
Cybernetics.
So like in this game, like I have a level that I look at here to determine hardness and hit points for an item, because items can be destroyed. So like a good example is if I'm looking at I don't know, let's say I'm looking at a steel wall. A steel wall has hardness 20 and 90 hit points. So if I'm looking at your armor, which is item level 1, in the case of me trying to figure out like if your armor survives something, like if you take it off or it gets hit by, I don't know, like an acid attack or something like that, and I wanted to be vindictive, I'd have to count it as level 6, which would be harder to destroy.
So tensile reinforcement from my armor makes my armor more difficult to destroy.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily come into play whenever you're like in combat or like wearing it normally, but like if you took it off or like it got hit by like, I don't know, you were in a starship and you didn't have your armor on and your, I don't know, your bunk or something got hit by an attack or from the ship or something, maybe have a better chance of surviving.
Robots. Damn, the one I want is only 20. I need to get 20 more. I need to sell something back.
Have you bought any food?
No, I've not even bought food.
Have you bought a backpack? Clothing?
I bought some clothes. I bought some armor. I have second skin. I bought a knife and a pistol.
Do you have a backpack? How about a comm unit?
Nah. Where is that anyway?
Oh, I'm looking at technical items right now, or 219.
Yeah,
219.
Yeah, technical units, comm unit.
I might have to just get rid of my knife, just have a pistol.
Or, you know, you could just forgo some of the more expensive options. Or maybe the armor upgrade.
I don't know. I haven't got the... No, I need to sell something to get the armor upgrade I want.
Then what have you bought? What is your gun?
I bought second skin. I bought pistols, azimuth laser pistol.
So you only bought one pistol?
Yeah, and a knife.
Did you buy any ammo for that pistol?
I wanted to see how much money I'd have left. I was going to say... The pistol costs $350. It's like the cheapest pistol.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of my pistol.
I'm bringing a stick.
50 pistol there, actually. It's non-lethal. What?
I mean, actually, cheaper would be the tactical auto pistol.
That's what I'm using.
Might as well buy the flare.
I feel ashamed by using that.
90.
Listen, man, I got a combat drone for a reason.
Flare's not going to help you much. I don't think.
I'm going to get rid of my knife.
I mean, you could always just bring a bow.
How much was that? So the knife was 95. Okay, I get 95 back. And now I'm going to get that hidden quick draw. Yeah, I don't need a melee weapon. I got a pistol. Who needs a melee weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't even infuse it.
Other purchases.
I can't find it again.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Quick
if you're
release
gonna buy
sheath.
ammunition is on
There we go.
179. Just by the way, it's on page 179.
Quick release sheath costs 325. Okay, I have not much money left. Hey, actually, do androids need to eat?
That's a good question.
It says that we have a soul.
Well,
Soul's a broad term.
I mean, what is
See
consciousness?
here. Let's see. It should say something about this in your specific section.
Oh no, arm upgrade. Where do I put the arm upgrade stuff?
There's a section for it, right, Ben? Where's it at in the
I'm sorry, what?
upgrade slots? Where'd you put?
I was saying,
these?
where do I put arm upgrade stuff?
I haven't put it in. I'm just writing all this stuff down on a hard copy before I'm putting it into the character sheet.
I'd let you put it in like inventory if you wanted to.
Okay. I was about to put in augmentation, and I realized it's not
Do
an
androids
augmentation.
need to breathe?
Don't think so.
Due to their biological components, androids need to eat, sleep, but as constructed
Wow.
beings, they do not reproduce as human fashion and have no biological needs for gender. Let's see here. I think they need to breathe as well. Because they are partially biological. So yes, you need to eat, you need to sleep.
God, this universe doesn't have cool androids. They have the sad androids.
You have a soul, for God's sakes. What is
You're a consciousness with a soul. Be happy.
Yeah. I want to be like, Terminator androids. Logical items. We can get a computer.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah, you
sci-fi
can
computer.
set.
It's an
Things.
iPhone.
Oh, it's an iPhone. Okay. Compass. Do we need a compass?
So I don't know, do you?
It's only free. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cheap. Oh, we need a vehicle.
You don't
I
have.
don't need a vehicle.
You can't afford a vehicle.
A mini sub for 1,500.
Where are
Tog
you
don't
gonna-
need a vehicle. Tog's
Where
combat
are you gonna
vehicle's
get
a
that
vehicle.
loan from?
You can buy. Well, we could afford a
Urban
goblin junk
cruiser.
cycle.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we
Police
can afford a
cruiser.
goblin jump cycle.
We need. I'm an ace pilot. I need a ship. Let's put all
We'll
our
get
money
to that
together.
Eventually, that is, starships are their own chapter, dude.
Yeah, we haven't
Ooh,
made
I
a
do-
ship
But
yet.
do we get one to begin with, or do we have to buy one
Who
later?
knows?
it's up to rope.
Oh, that's up the roach. That is under the DM's prerogative, my friend.
What's a spell
Ah,
gem?
okay, I say I don't know.
What'd you say, Ben?
I'm just trying to figure out what a spell gem is.
I guess it helps you do spells.
I got the clear
Yeah.
spindle.
And backpacks.
Clear spindle, negating the need for food and water.
Huh.
Yep.
Roach, where do I find food and stuff?
It's in other purchases.
It'll save me in the long run.
Where's that?
See, does nobody know how to use the bookmark
The
section?
bookmarks are on the left.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's the little blue symbol on the left of the PDF.
There's a blue symbol?
Do you
Well,
do you
the-
use PDFs?
Well, for me, it's
Probably
up
not.
It's up on the top bar.
On the left side of the page. I don't know about Chinese PDF programs.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's on the top. It's on the top for me.
Yeah, there are bookmarks, and this is incredibly well bookmarked. It's in the other purchases section.
Purchases.
There's
no bookmark for other purchases.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
It's under sub bookmark.
Under vehicles.
There's a sub bookmark.
Okay, click on Chapter 7, equipment, then go to the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
It's a sub bookmark. There you go.
I never used PDF.
Really?
I never.
As a teacher, you never use PDF?
You're a teacher?
Yeah.
Apparently, Ben, spell gems are essentially just a free spell.
Mm-hmm. They're like they're one use items.
I like.
Yeah.
In Crimson. You're a teacher? You actually
I didn't.
You have a life?
I assumed you did YouTube for.
No, why would I use PDF as a teacher? No one really. I don't remember any time.
That's Tog logic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we used PDFs when I was in school.
You mean the world, or?
What? No, for like assignments.
I never.
I still have like 400 ducats.
When I was a student or a university, I never used PDF.
Yeah, that was like back in the 1800s, right?
So,
all you old people.
I understand what a computer does, but what does a computer do?
What is it for?
What is a computer?
What was that question? What was that?
I understand like what a computer does. Like it stores things and stuff, but mechanically, what does it do in the game?
Well, a computer.
Like I mean, like
please explain.
It computes things, yes.
All right,
but
give me a second.
He's gonna think about this.
Okay.
I mean, is it something I could plug into the back of like Ben's head and just be like shut down?
Well, okay, like you could use it for things like going into a system that you can use it as an intermediary to get into a system that you might not necessarily have a unit to get into. Like if you're hacking into a base's computer network, it might be easier to use your personal computer to splice into the system than finding a terminal in the middle of a hallway.
Okay.
Stuff like
I just
that.
wanted to make sure it wasn't an expensive version.
You can do things with it. Like there are modules to buy that can do things.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like an expensive version of pen and quill or quill and paper.
I mean, it's got things you can do with it. It's just not, it's kind of one of those.
Hang on, I'm going to do something.
Security.
Like you also got you've got there are modules like you have a control complex, 10% of controlled device, and the control complex could do something. There's also spell chips.
Testing something. Okay. Yep, that works. Good.
So there are things in this. I mean, there are things that you can do with this that are cool. And it can also connect through a future version of Wi-Fi to like a planetary's network or something.
Okay. Awesome.
You could find information easier, stuff like that.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I am doing.
I guess I will get one of those.
I don't understand how NG could be so strapped for money, and Ben's just like, I have $400 left.
I'm just like making it rain over here.
In my ledger,
I bought a nice long-range pistol, and I wanted to get that augmentation to do quick draw.
So you're gonna become a gunslinger, basically.
Why do you need to do that though?
What?
Like drawing a weapon from a holster is I'm pretty sure. Well, no. I'm pretty sure drawing a weapon from a holster normally is just considered. I think it's a swift action.
Yeah.
Which is just a bonus action. So I don't understand. Like I think I think if you're drawing from somewhere else that isn't a holster, like a bag or something like that, and you have quick draw, then it becomes a swift action normally, doesn't it? What does quick draw do? Hold on.
But then what would be the whole point of having that ability, that feat, or that augmentation?
Let's see.
What would be the point then?
Let's see here. Give me a second. Could be mixing other knowledge from the previous games I've played of Pathfinder and this one. Let me find.
Okay, I've got my clothes, got my backpack. Do one of you guys? Can I share a tent with one of you guys?
I got like a mobile home.
Do you really want to share?
Did you get a mobile? Did you get a mobile? Did you get the mobile hospitaler or whatever?
Yeah, I did. I have like a mobile home, but
It's only gonna be for him.
You see what my home is?
We're both androids, Ben. We're both androids. We know the struggle.
I'm gonna take my combat drone.
Okay.
And I'm going to fix my tent onto the combat drone so I can sleep on the combat drone.
But if you're gonna share my mobile oppression palace, you have to sleep head to toe.
Oh my!
Okay, fine. I'm gonna get a spacesuit.
I got a spacesuit.
It's really not that bad.
Okay.
Oh god, I keep forgetting to write this shit down. God.
Alright, let's see. How much money have I spent? How much have I got left? Or let's do the math again. So plus...
I've got 37 credits left.
Okay, so if you're drawing a weapon normally, it's a move action. If you don't already have it ready. So that's the difference. So instead, if you have quick draw, if you have quick draw, you use a swift action to draw a weapon. If it's normal, you use your move action to draw a weapon.
I still got 245.
Jesus.
Well, I didn't have to.
Do you have a gun? You don't have a gun.
I don't have a gun. I didn't. I'm a spellcaster.
Do you have any weapon?
I have a stick. I have a staff.
We're so doomed.
Why are we doomed? I'm a spellcaster. That's like saying Coswin's doomed because he doesn't carry a sword.
Spells run out.
You guys are there.
You're a level 1 spellcaster, Ben. In a Pathfinder game.
What happens when your spells run out?
You guys are there.
No, you're going to die.
Talk. I am a utility spellcaster. Fighting is not what I'm here for. If we get to the point where I'm getting hit, that means you're all already dead.
Well,
to be fair, Ben, you're not really here for much. Looking at your stats.
I mean, well, most of these stats aren't going to affect because like I said, I'm not a combat thing, so most of the time I'm not going to be trying to hit people.
When the space goblins drag you away, Ben, you can't blame us.
Talk, you're a rat.
I think we need a combat person.
What are you, a rat?
Do you think we need
I'm a combat person?
Chris is a combat person. Chris is a combat person. He's a Solarian.
But we might need one more.
He's a guy that channels the energy of stars into weapons.
I have a star sword.
He's a star paladin, basically.
Is it what color?
Star Jedi.
You have a certain number of colors you can pick.
I haven't looked at that quite yet, but
Can't you also manifest black holes or something at a higher level,
or supernova? Actually, no, it's first level. Supernova or black holes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
if I'm reading it right, I might be misreading it, but yeah.
You might be misreading that.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is that I don't have a small pistol, but this Mister, I can control stars and create them to explode. That's not going to be any use in combat.
No. He channels them. He can't control stars. He channels
I know.
Stars.
I'm being sarcastic.
Quick, everyone, look too deeply into his statements.
All right, let me guys know whenever you're finished with your. I'm
now just putting them down in my inventory.
All your equipment buying.
I'm finished.
I think I might just keep the rest of the money.
Yeah, I think I have everything.
God, I could save money and just get rid of my.
I've got 30 credits left.
How?
I got 245 left.
I have 213, and I bought a crystal so I don't have to eat or drink.
But okay, so I've got. Let me tell you what
I've got.
I did too.
A laser pistol, which is kind of a long-range laser pistol. So it's a pretty good one. I bought second skin, which is kind of the second worst armor I could get. I got quick release sheath, which is a armor upgrade, and then everything else is just like backpack, clothes, spacesuit, and food.
Oh, you bought a spacesuit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's like
Class features for level 1. Skill adept. Solar manifestation, stellar mode, stellar revelation, black hole, or supernova.
Yeah, but that's only after you get enough points in those, because you have to be in combat for a certain number of rounds, because you generate a certain number every round.
Just enough money to buy this pistol. I'm probably never ever going to use it. I will only use it to execute Tog when the time comes.
Do you have extra ammo?
Hey!
Anybody who has a gun, do they have ammo for their gun?
I'm not going to use it.
Oh, I need to buy ammo. That's what I need to do. Roach, how about I'll read to you what the quick release sheath does, so you can tell me maybe how that might be useful a bit more.
It gives you quick draw. It gives you quick draw, right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what it says, correct?
It says this articulated compartment can hold a one-handed weapon of no more than light bulk. You can activate this upgrade as a swift action to put the item in your hand as though you'd drawn it.
Yeah, that gives you quick draw, essentially. It's just, So, like, light bulk, which is... Everybody understands how the bulk system works, right?
Sort of.
You're going to have to go over it, but...
Okay, every item has a bulk listed. Every item has a listed bulk. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have a listed number of things you can carry, which is half. You can carry as much bulk as half of your Constitution score.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing. I think it's that. Hold on, let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure it's half, but just to double check to make sure I'm not giving you wrong information. Let's see here. Yeah, you can carry an amount of bulk up to half your strength score without difficulty. Okay. Now, when it has a number listed to it, so like if you have like an item that has like 1 as its bulk listing, that's 1 bulk. If it has an L next to it, that's light bulk. 10 light items count as 1 bulk. So you have to add those together and put that together. If it has a dash to it, that's negligible bulk, and negligible bulk, I'm pretty sure. It's up to me basically whether or not it counts as a bulk or it increases your rating. If it's like an unreasonable amount, like if you have 2,000 ring of substances or substances or whatever, which are negligible, then yeah, that might be a couple bulk.
Might be a little bit,
but if it's a reasonable number, it doesn't really count towards any of your bulk ratings, and light only counts as a bulk when you get to 10. Anything before that, it doesn't count towards your bulk.
Okay.
Cool.
So that's how that works. Everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good. I bought everything, and I have 0 credits.
Just gonna calculate my current bulk.
You're gonna
What
put
do you
that
mean
into
you
your character sheet later.
Bought Did you just literally buy everything?
Ben's going to be playing
I
his
got
aces and
something,
eights character
but I
just
could
without freaking charisma.
I couldn't think of anything
Playing
else
what
to get
character?
after.
Your aces and eights character just without charisma.
No, I'm not. It's like the exact opposite of that.
But you're already rich compared to us.
I just said I have 0 money left.
But he owns all the things.
But you own all the things, Ben.
Owns all the things.
That would make him closer to Borkfard, who had to have a pack mule to carry his shit around.
How do I know what type of ammunition I need? Do I see battery?
Well, it'll say, like, if we go to what page are you on?
179. The ammunition.
And what are you trying to buy for?
Oh, okay, round small arm.
Yeah.
I'm not even buying
Price
extra ammunition.
40.
What am I gonna?
Right.
I got a whooping stick and
I got
spells.
10.
Well, I'm not gonna be shooting anything.
I'm 10 off buying some ammo. To sell something. Oh no, I don't want to sell the spacesuit. I want a spacesuit. I'm gonna sell my food.
For gun, for ammunition. Some food for ammunition. Oh my god.
Change my clothes for common clothes.
I
There were
bought
5 left.
fancy clothes. I wear a suit.
I'm a pilot. Who cares? I go for that. Perfect. Now I can buy some rounds. That gives you 30 charges.
Wait.
So I've now spent all my
Are
money.
you using a laser pistol?
I guess it's called what was it called? Yeah, laser pistol.
All right, then rounds are bullets. You're buying
okay.
you're buying a battery.
Yeah, the battery.
Okay. Oh, dear. That's
Yeah,
more expensive.
You're 20 off actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, the spacesuit.
while you're guys are doing this,
My
I'm gonna
precious
keep filling in
spacesuit.
my combat drone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of the spacesuit. Yeah.
Oh. No EVA.
Back
engines?
my traveling clothes.
25 credits, and you're in it's a science fantasy setting. I don't think you're gonna have trouble buying a spacesuit from somebody.
No one sells spacesuits anymore.
Wait, what? How do you repair things? Don't ask questions.
So that's okay. I get 20 charges.
Yeah, you get 20 extra charges, so you have 2 charge packs, 2 batteries. I mean, you have a
The
laser
gun, I
pistol.
get 1 already.
Yeah, you get 1 already with it. It comes preloaded.
Ah.
have-
Oh, I don't
so you-
need more.
It's like nobody reads this shit but me. It's
Hey, I'm fine.
yeah, I'm not complaining about
I've
you,
been
Ben.
doing okay. I bought all my stuff without many questions.
See, black hole and supernova sound like they're super powerful,
But they're not.
but they're
pretty-
really not. No.
They're really not. There's
Black hole, I can
some of
pull-
the later level stuff though for Solarians are fucking.
Oh yeah, but like
fucking awesome.
black hole, you can pull any number of creatures 20 feet close to you.
Hey, I mean you're a melee character.
I am a melee
That's a big
character, yeah.
deal.
Supernova's nice because it's 1d6 fire plus additional 1d6 per Solarian level for all the creatures within 10 feet.
So it's 2d6 for you, isn't it? For
Yeah,
it's
to start off with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2. I mean that's pretty good. That's
I'm pretty happy with my
That's,
character.
a double.
That's a lot,
That's
David.
that's 2 pistols shooting at somebody.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right. So is everybody good with their purchases? Are we done shopping?
I'm
Shopping.
I think so.
I'm okay. I'm still figuring out how to put it in the actual weapon stats, but I'm done buying stuff.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, good. I keep catching myself pressing my push talk button, and I shouldn't be doing that. I've got a hand open now. Okay. So we're done with that. So the next thing is finishing out the details. We're doing all the fine detail shit, such as your character's alignment. I have to figure that out.
All right, what page? Let's see. Where's alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Oh god.
Oh,
It's got to be under here. Ability scores, health, alignment. There we go.
It's at the top.
I feel like I'd be lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral as an uncharismatic.
Yeah.
Uh,
As an as an uncaring robot.
scholar.
I'm gonna roll.
Scholarbot
I'm gonna roll
3000.
1 to 9. Let's roll.
Well, remember, no evil characters, and you have to have a really fucking good reason to be chaotic neutral.
I got neutral.
True neutral.
She's just a you're a robot.
True neutral.
Yeah, I'm literally just a robot. I mean, many emotions when they made me.
I have no strong opinion one way or the other.
You're made
That's
of
actually,
God.
that's actually
You're
going
made
to be
of
quite
God.
hard to try and play, actually.
I'm thinking chaotic
neutral,
good.
neutral.
Chaotic good? That could be interesting.
It's like, should we kill all the people or should we
All I know
save
is
them?
my gut says maybe.
They both
My
sound
God, I
nice.
need my processed logic core.
We're on condition beige. Condition beige.
What's your choice?
Everyone panic.
Oh, those tiles are weird. For like the weapons tiles that
That's
go up in chat.
strength. That's gonna be
They're
dex.
interesting.
Well, you can't see the name of the weapon is there. You just can't see it very well.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
gray.
It's gray. Again, it's an alpha.
Yeah.
It's an alpha character sheet.
Like you have to highlight it to see whooping stick for me.
Weapons.
Oh, you know what? I should change. I should change it to a yardstick. 'Cause that's what they used to hit students with.
A plasteel yardstick.
You just can't run a plasteel yardstick and beat people to death.
There we go. Plasteel yardstick. That's my melee weapon.
All right, so you get your alignment down, whatever you guys want to do for your alignments. Then we're going to work out our armor classes, because again, in Starfinder, you have two. You have EAC and you have KAC.
Mine's already found out. It looks like.
I'm back.
So each begin at 10, and you add your character's dexterity modifier to each value.
What are we talking about?
Armor class.
Armor class, and yeah, we're doing armor class. So you
Okay.
add you add your dex modifier to each value, then you add the EAC bonus and the KAC bonus that your armor provides to the respective values.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to note your character's armor class against combat modifiers, which is KAC plus 8 as well, just as a
Which is the next line down. So mine is 12, 13, and 21.
Same here.
Mine's 13, 14, 22.
I don't plan. I'm spellcaster. I'm in the back. My gun isn't even lethal.
Back.
My gun isn't even lethal. It's a stun gun.
You're using a stun gun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Taser, taser, taser.
Don't taste me, bro.
Just like little fucking goblins just like protesting somebody and stuff. Don't tase me, bro.
Well, I didn't bring any ammunition for it because the way I see it is this
So
thing.
it's just got one round in it.
No, it's got 20.
Oh,
It's got
It's
20.
stun
It's
gun.
it's got 20 rounds in it. I am a utility
Energy, I think.
spellcaster. Yeah, it's an energy weapon. I am a utility
So
spellcaster.
just recharge.
How
yeah,
many
you just plug it
times?
into the wall.
How many times am I going to be in a place where I'm going to need to shoot someone with a non-lethal weapon at 30 feet? It's not gonna happen that often. I'm giving Roach way too many ideas.
Stop giving
This
Roach
is never
ideas.
gonna happen. I don't need to worry about this. Worry about
combat.
this.
First combat, middle,
All right,
combat.
all
middle
right.
of a corridor inside of a starship, and just like,
Soffit Jones, you're walking down a dark corridor, and two mysterious figures are approaching you.
Roach.
yes. What,
I was looking at the traits of a half elf, and it gets the +2 bonus to saving throws against enchantment and, spells and effects.
yeah.
Is that something I just have to remember, or is there somewhere to put that?
I'd put that somewhere in a notes section if there is a notes section. Remember, you have a bio and info page as well as your character stuff
Yeah.
that you can put some of this stuff into, so you can help remember it. But yeah, you want to put that down somewhere that you know, and you're going to want to be able to. You're going to want to make sure that you remember it as well, because it is your responsibility to tell me your resistances and bonuses
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Oh, you know what? I just
I like how that's what it is.
I figured it out. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you have
the-
such a long fucking name because
yeah, but I
that's
think
what it is.
it's everybody's. You know, well, it says everybody else. No one else has their name written in there. But if you have a really short name, then it'll show up correctly.
Yeah, because I was
So-
wondering, why do you just have a thing
I'm
called
gonna be
gun?
No,
But-
no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Robot
change
Man
this up.
69.
I'm gonna change this up, and we'll try this again. See if it works this time. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Number 12 is
worries.
Plasteel Yardstick. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to change my display name to my full name.
There you go.
No, stay in there.
I think we should. Yeah, I think I'll make sure that that's put in the
There we go.
forum posts about this. Make sure.
Morgan Freeman's 69s.
Laser pistol.
Oh, I think the point is to make the name short so you can get the name of the weapon in
Yeah,
there.
not longer.
No, it's Morgan Freeman 69. He's the 69th robot.
Just put in
Are you
MF6.
just literally recreations of Morgan Freeman?
Just put in MF69, and that way when you roll, it'll show the name of the weapon.
Yeah, and then just put in your display name, your actual name.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tog.
What? My everyone calls me Skreek.
Really?
Because that's actually how their race is. They have longer names and then they just shorten it down to an easy, stupid name.
What's the difference between character name and player name?
Your name is Chris.
Right, I know, but so why does that matter? Why does that matter on the character sheet? I'm so confused.
I think it's so.
We're done. That's it. We're done. That's the best thing that's ever going to happen in this group. We can just pack it up. Pack it up. We're gone.
So,
See you next time, folks.
so Chris, I think the theory is this Roll20 has a system for finding groups with random people where you don't know the actual people you're playing with, so that the GM can look at all of our character sheets and can put two and two together.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the best. I'm sorry, that's the best thing to do. That's freaking great. That was great.
Mic drop. Oh, man.
Does everyone have their armor class? Everybody's good with their armor class. Everybody's good with their armor class. Ben, I know you got yours.
Yeah, I'm good.
Todd, you're good with yours.
Yep.
Chris, you good with yours?
Yeah.
How about you, NG?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, so the next thing we do is attack bonuses, which I think we figured out is how to get that done, right? We're all good with our attack bonus.
My attack
It should be
bonus is
good.
0, so I don't have a lot of issue.
Okay.
Bonus.
Carrying capacity is automatically computed, correct?
Yes,
I
sir.
believe so.
So, I'm pretty sure. What is it? Think. What is yours, Ben?
My
Was yours carrying capacity? Should be 6.
was it half my strength? Half my strength mod, right?
Oh yeah, it is. Yes, it
So
should be
5.
5. 5.
Is there actually
Everybody's good with that?
Is there a slot for carrying capacity in here somewhere?
Yeah, it's underneath inventory.
It's underneath your inventory. It says carry bulk, current bulk, and carrying capacity bulk.
Inventory. Armor weapon.
Right underneath.
Oh
My
yeah, it
carrying
actually already has it.
capacity.
It already has it
My
in there
carrying
automatically.
capacity. Yeah, mine's 7.
7. So what's your strength? So 14. So
My strength is 14.
So,
That
so
makes
it's half your strength. So yeah, that works.
And it
That's
already
automatically computed.
yeah, it's cool.
The other things to do would be stuff like your deity, description, homeworld. That's your background stuff you kind of want to get done. I'm not going to restrict you on that kind of stuff. Look at the deities for that are in the book right now if you want to go from those. I'm also allowing the Pathfinder deities. You can find those at the Pathfinder SRD. So the D20 PFSRD is the Pathfinder SRD website, and it has all the deities listed and stuff like that. So you can go to there if you want to go through some of the older stuff.
Yeah, I believe in robot heaven.
I won't limit you on your home world. Figure something out if you and maybe put a description in there. Maybe it'll show up in the game or something like that. You know, it's unlimited in that sense.
I think we could do spells and stuff, you know, off screen. I think because that's
Yeah.
a
Where's
lot of
the
Where's the what?
deities?
Deities. You should be able to
It's in
find
your,
them.
chapter 12, Faith and Religion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't looking into the GM part.
Chapter
For
12
the
is just
current
setting.
bulk, like,
Setting. Nope.
what
sorry.
do I put in for armor and weapons?
Well, how I normally run it is if you're wearing it, I don't count it against you. Because I assume, like, if you're wearing armor, it's made so that it's not adding to, like, your carrying capacity. Like, it's made to be weighted on you correctly. So, like, if you're wearing, like, a piece of, you know, ballistic armor or something like that, it's, like, distributed across the shoulders and the lower back and all that stuff. So it's not like weighing you down. So I would say don't count the armor and stuff against your current bulk. I'll say the weapons though. I think the weapons should count against your current bulk because those are on just like holsters and shit.
But what is that? What number do I put in? Because they just say bulk light.
Then you just put L. Because if it's light, remember, 10 light items equals 1 bulk.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like you would, so if you were going to do that in your character, if you were going to do that in character sheet, you could do something like you count up how many light items you have in your bulk, and if you have 10, then just switch one of them from the L to the 1, and it works. That'll give you like stuff like that. It doesn't automatically compute it for you here. You got to be a little. It's not as fancy as the 5th edition.
So would each meal count as one light bulk?
It would count as a light bulk, and if you have 10 of those, then it counts as 1 bulk.
Okay. So I've only got 1 bulk actually. Completely.
Well, I like how you can be from the sun.
Yeah, I'm putting.
Well, the setting. I'm not using the Pathfinder. I'm not using the Starfinder setting.
Be from the sun.
Oh.
I'm using a custom one for this. Some aspects of this might show up. Like I think, like the machine god that made the drift engines and all that shit. I think I'm going to keep in there. The gap, I don't think I'm going to keep in there though, because I don't really like the whole gap idea. It'll be kind of its own setting. So, like I said, pick. Like if you want to do a home world, just kind of make up a home world. It doesn't have to.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, just like we did in D&D.
Yeah, like pick a town or just make
Yeah.
one up, and I'll fit it into the story somewhere.
Yeah. I was a little.
The Devour. Sounds fun.
I was lucky with my character. There was already a map, so I could pick one. Just kind
How do we know how many languages?
of... Languages. Your character
Instruction.
begins play speaking and reading Common. Their racial tongue, if any,
Binary.
and the tongue of their homeworld, if any.
Is numbers like a language? Like, and you know, so 10001.
Androids have no
Androids talk
racial
like that?
language,
Um,
as far as I know.
so I would guess a half elf speaks Elven, and human is what common is what humans speak.
Well, no, it's Common. You already begin speaking and reading Common.
I know, but I mean humans don't have a different language. Other
They don't
than
have
common.
they just speak Common. That's why it's Common. If they have a positive intelligence modifier, they know a number of additional languages equal to that value, as well.
Intelligence modifier.
So
Yeah.
I know 3 extra languages then, because I have
Yes.
plus 3 intelligence.
So I would know Elven.
Yeah, Elven is another language that you can learn. You
Thank
can learn
you.
all the older languages.
And if you want to have some like spare languages, so you don't have to keep coming up with some, on page 41, there's a list of
Yeah, that's what
languages, prevalent and other languages, and you can kind of go through some of those. Use your fantasy knowledge as well. This is a sci-fi setting, but it's science fantasy. It's just basically think if a D&D world went 2,000 years in the future or something like that. technology kept growing. That's what it is. So like Undercommon is still a thing, even though the Underdark isn't really that big of a deal anymore. But maybe some of those races left the planet and went to other places.
The Overdark.
Yeah, you got the Overdark. Yeah.
Space. The Overdark.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would think. Wouldn't it be? I think it's a cool idea that Underdark races like moved into space because it's so dark and it's perfect. Yeah, it's.
What are senses? The senses. Thank you, Ben. But is it just the
site?
Now
you're forcing it. Now you're forcing it.
Is it just the site?
Senses.
Well, like I have dim vision and dark vision, so I think that's what it's talking about there.
Yeah, normally you have normal vision.
Or I think it's low light and dark vision is what I got because I'm a robot.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and like I think, what is it? I think one of the races has blind sight or has perfect sight or something like that within 30 feet.
I only speak common.
That's it.
I'm a robot.
Well, hey, I mean, if you think of a homeworld, you can speak that homeworld's like common tongue.
And isn't your intelligence one of the better than 0?
My intelligence
modifier above 0?
Yeah, it's 2.
Then
you speak 2 other languages.
Oh, I gotta pick other languages.
Like I speak Common, Yosoki, Undercommon, Goblinoid, Dwarven.
Yeah, you like I said, if you have a positive intelligence modifier, you have the same number of languages equal to that modifier. So, as a bonus on top of any
I'm not
racial.
telling you fuckers what I speak.
That's fine.
I've chosen my name.
You're a professor. You'd probably speak other languages relating to your research, wouldn't you? So you do that. Initiative. Your initiative is what is it? It's
Hey, Abyssal's still here.
Yep.
It's your dexterity modifier, so you should have an initiative modifier that's equal to your dex modifier somewhere on the sheet. Wherever it is.
All right, there we go.
There it is. Yep.
Where's it at?
You know what? I'm gonna stop asking.
It's under other statistics.
Yeah.
Yep. Initiative 1 for Ben, so that works. Yeah. Okay. Make sure as well for your credits and your currency and your current experience, you keep that up to date. So you should have. So Ben currently has 1,000 on his character sheet, but
I should update that to 0 because you fuckers made me buy a gun.
I didn't make you buy anything.
We made you buy. It's peace of mind, Ben. If you're in the, it's peace of mind. Take the stun gun. Take this.
I got the stun gun. And what I'm gonna do
First
first?
flag gun.
I told Ben, it's not our fault if you get dragged off by the space goblins.
Actually,
because you had no gun.
I think it would be if somebody was kidnapped and the rest of the party was dead. Well, probably not just that one person's fault.
Right. So as well, resolve points, which are very big deals in Starfinder.
Mm-hmm. Mine says I have 3.
At first level, you start with resolve points equal to 1 plus your ability score modifier for your class key ability score.
Okay, so mine's right then.
Yours right.
Yep.
Is everyone else good? Good.
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, mine's 4.
All right. Saving throws should already be computed. Right. Right. Everybody should have their. Oh my god! I just looked at Ben.
Shh. Those are private.
Ben is a negative to one of those.
Yeah, and that's the one that I actually had a bonus to.
Oh,
yeah.
It was I had -3 plus 2 for a total of
Ben,
-1.
Ben, I don't care. I still feel bad for you. I'm so sorry.
I don't.
Oh, because you're soulless.
Well, no, he's got a soul.
But no, he's half elf. He only has half a soul.
He only has half a soul. He's not a real god, a real person.
How do you even know people are racist against elves in this universe?
No, I don't know what other people feel. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Spoiler, man.
We figured out the size, right?
Yeah.
Are Yosoki small? Which say
Yes,
in
they're
their-
small, which is
they're
why I
small.
can ride my combat drone.
Okay, but you still have a 30-foot movement.
Yes,
Just so you think. So make sure you mark down somewhere on the sheets. I think
already
they're-
done that.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
In the base movement stat.
Yep.
I think you could eliminate a couple of the zeros on the combat drone. so that the other words fit in.
Oh yeah, I already did that. Let me.
That's the exact opposite of what I suggested, but okay.
Just took everything else out. Okay, your speed,
Well,
every
0,
character begins with 30 foot. That's good. And starship, which you guys don't need to know about or need right now.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're too poor to
Don't
have
worry
a
about it.
starship.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
No, don't you fucking worry about it.
NG, of course you're BB-8. Of course you are.
Way to crit on both rolls.
I know. Burning all those crits already.
Oh, what do I want?
4
There's
damage.
my solar weapon.
We're definitely low. We're definitely a lower class part here right
I
now.
haven't picked my spells yet.
Yeah, but you're a utility caster. That's you don't get a lot of damaging spells.
No, there's some damaging spells in there.
Not that good though. Compared to a mystic.
At level
Compared to
1,
a
they're
mystic.
fine. We don't have a mystic.
Yeah.
We don't know what Midge is gonna be.
We don't know what Midge is going to be. I'll have to talk to him about getting a character made.
I worship Demon Sultan Azathoth.
Roach.
Yes.
Where would you suggest I put my Solarian powers?
I would
Right up your
probably put. I would probably put them. Maybe in level 0 spell slots.
Okay.
Since I don't think you actually get casting spells. I think it's all your Solarian abilities. So maybe just put them there, since I don't think you have a limit to how many level 0s you can have anyways on a sheet. So
Okay.
put them all there. So yeah, with all of that done, we now have completed characters.
Huzzah!
Like I said before, everybody's got a sheet of paper that they've put all of their choices, all of their options, everything into, or at least a notepad or something,
Oui, Capitaine.
so that if we get an updated character sheet or the character sheet,
Works.
the Borks or anything like that, we have all that stuff to the side that we can use. But so far, it looks like oh wow, Ben, just looked at your languages. There's some interesting choices. So yeah, I think we are done with the mechanical character creation. The only thing left to do would be to figure out homeworld deity, maybe your backstory, figure out if any of you guys know each other beforehand, like we did with D&D. Work out the.
I think me and
themselves.
NG would probably know each other because we're
Probably.
both robots.
You might have even come from the same planet.
You might as well shut your rat
Came from the
mouth.
same factory.
So, Roach, what would be a viable reason to be chaotic neutral? To you.
God,
That's not how that works, I don't think.
why don't you just play a character that's not chaotic neutral, so you don't have to run through this process every time you make a character?
What do you mean?
We did this like 4 times in
I'm a
D&D.
robot. I'm neutral.
What was Snow? I think she was chaotic neutral, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Was,
that was chaotic murder hobo.
I remember that character. I remember that chaotic neutral character derailing an entire subplot.
Yeah, killed an orc. Right?
Why
I
would a
remember
chaotic
that.
neutral person be murdering people?
Because that's what chaotic neutral does. It's all they fucking do.
Neutral people just kill people.
No, chaotic neutrals have no. What chaotic neutral means? Okay, all right, hold on.
No, I know what it means. What I'm saying is that you don't kill for no reason, maybe.
Everyone in the chat that is very passionate about alignments, just don't listen to me, because you're not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me. But chaotic neutral people are fucking idiots. They don't follow the law. They don't have a moral code, and they're
They have a neutral moral code.
No. Neutral means they don't. That means they have nothing. They don't follow anything. They're neutral.
They're not
Good. They're not evil. They're not good. They're not evil, which means they follow their own personal moral code, which changes based upon what they believe at the time. There's nothing to.
They're like Han Solo.
No. Han Solo is
Chaotic good.
He's chaotic good. He's a chaotic good character.
That's a good point. Yeah,
because he does things. Yeah, he wants it in feast for the money, but when push comes to shove, Empire Strikes Back. He comes back for people.
He always comes back. Yeah,
he always comes back. That's his
neutral
thing.
chaotic person might come back or might not.
Like some people say, oh, chaotic neutral. You mean like? Well, I mean, chaotic good was also like Robin Hood. I think is the.
See, I think if you're gonna do chaotic neutral, maybe you should like do one good thing and one bad thing. Like swap around a bit.
No, that's cosmic neutral. That's what you're looking about.
Cosmic neutral.
Neutral for a morality is like it's whatever. It has no basis in either or. It's just whatever the guy feels. Yeah. And chaotic means they don't follow laws, which means if I benefit from killing this one person. Hey, if I benefit from killing this one person, that is good for me, which means I like it, which means it doesn't go against my moral code, which means I kill this person.
What I'm saying is that if there's nothing in the game from it, they might not kill him.
Yeah, but if they feel like doing it, they'll still do it.
But that's the thing, though. They're a PC and an RPG, though.
Who knows?
They can kill anybody.
In my mind, when it comes to killing, like an evil person would just kill people because they feel like killing. A chaotic neutral will kill someone because it helps them, not just because they feel like it. That's my opinion.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like if it,
I agree.
But like it's relative. So like if in the example of one of the reasons why I take a hard stance against chaotic neutrals now, instead before I had a bit of a soft stance on it last time I ran a game. But now one of the reasons that I have a hard stance is because, well, let's just say a chaotic neutral character came across a somewhat disheveled shack in the middle of nowhere where they knew something.
FYI, Snow's in chat right now going, yeah, I played that pretty chaotic.
Yeah. So we have this, and it's a somewhat disheveled shack in the middle of nowhere. They know somebody lives here. I believe you also got a hint drop that it was somebody that you should talk to. Mm-hmm. They go in. The chaotic neutral character goes inside, scouting ahead as a rogue does. Or actually, no, it wasn't Snow a monk.
Yeah, monk.
Monk. So going ahead, scouting as a monk usually doesn't do.
Then again, monks can really do anything if they want.
Well, actually, like Snow's character was that she was a monk, but she had like a dark past. It was kind of her thing, and that's why she wasn't true neutral.
And a dark present and a dark
She used to be chaotic evil or something like that, and she turned to chaotic neutral. Was the reason everything. But either way, she goes in there, she checks the downstairs. It looks kind of disheveled, doesn't look too out of place, but like things are kind of tossed about. You know, like maybe a bachelor's like place or something like that, or maybe the guy had a hard bit of drinking or something like that the last night. Goes upstairs, sees a sleeping greenskin it doesn't check to see what he's wearing. Like if he looks like he should belong here or anything like that. Just like, no, it's an orc in the bed because it's got a somewhat bad like general perceptive roll and didn't do anything else. Goes into the room, slits the orc's throat while he sleeps. Because it's not a half orc, it's an orc, and orcs are all evil apparently to somebody.
Well, to be fair, people like to spin that whole thing in the campaigns.
And then they find out, hey. The informant you were supposed to find, the farmer of this house, yeah, you just killed him. He was sleeping in the bed. It's the orc.
Oh no!
It's the orc. That's well, he's dead. He's dead. 3 pages of character backstory.
Chris, see you later.
See you, Chris.
Yeah, see ya.
I have a question about spells, Roach.
Sure.
In D&D 5e, cantrips are you just cantrip. But in this, it specifically does say levels 0 spells have uses. So is that not the same?
Yeah, it's not necessarily the same. I don't think.
Just checking.
I'm double checking because spellcasting has been changed from Pathfinder. So I'll check for a second just to double check.
Because like I'm adding up all the different spell slots I have right now, and even though I can't like I have the way I added it up, I have 4 cantrips, 5 first level spells, and 1 second level spell, but I can't cast the second level spell yet. Spell slots, that is.
Spell slots. Actually, I think just give me a second. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna double check. just to make sure.
Well, that's spell slots. That's spells per day, is what that is. Spells per day.
Yeah, true neutral fits me. It feels my character.
So I have two neutrals in this party. This is neutrality.
It's like, what do you two want to do? Ah, no, just wanna
get
nothing.
Get a movie.
I'm following.
Our two characters are gonna be so boring.
Bruce
It's like-
Campbell
it's like
movie
almost half the
marathon.
group.
Jesus, man. Like, I'm going to be following these 10 neutral commandments for my religion.
Don't do anything.
You shall avoid lies, 1. You shall not kill the innocent. You shall not murder. You shall help the needy if such action aids yourself.
You got a little redundancy in there already.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
You shall help the needy if such action aids yourself. You shall honor those who honor you.
Wait. Again, you help the needy if it benefits yourself? That doesn't seem. That seems pretty.
Egotistical altruism is still egotistical.
So you're neutral, but
my
you
idea
only help people if you could also benefit from it.
Yes.
My idea for my character for neutrals, he goes along with what the others majority probably want to do.
So we're gonna be that group of teenagers sitting in a car going, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. You get something to
I
eat.
hate those people.
It's because I'm thinking, like, because of his history as being, he's an android, so he's kind of like,
You shall follow the law unless breaking the law and advance.
I can already tell this is going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. This is great. Great.
Just because I don't have good
I'm a
charisma
toolbox.
doesn't mean I can't have ideas, though. I got the intelligence. I can formulate the ideas. I just can't communicate them very well to people in a way that they'll be receptive to.
Remember, Ben, you actually you don't get that -2 modifier to other androids.
Wait, I don't? Oh, right,
No, you
right,
don't.
right. So I'm slightly less shitty.
So when you talk to
when I'm interfacing with NG, we're a little better.
Yeah, you have 8 charisma.
Well, Ben, the thing is, my charisma is the same as yours,
Oh,
so we
God.
both can't talk. We both can't talk to anyone. We
can talk to each other pretty
You
well.
can passively communicate with each other.
Oh my god, I can just imagine you interacting with a normal android. just a normal person. You just walk up to them. Hello, fellow unit. Put out your hand. Just like, hi.
How you doing? This one is fine. Do you talk in the third person, Ben?
Do you have a 2 or 3 prong connector?
Are you a European or North American adapter?
And no, I'm not going to be doing robot voice this entire time. That's going to be annoying
No,
as
but do you
fuck.
speak in the third person like how Khajiit speaks?
I'm gonna put on some airs here, but and it's not gonna be robot voice, and I'm not gonna be speaking in the third person.
Is this one happy with your performance?
I just said I'm not doing that. You can speak in the third person if you want. I wear a 3-piece suit over my gimp suit.
I also have professional clothing. I also have professional, nice-looking clothing.
Yeah, but you're a rat, so it still looks like shit.
No, we're not Skaven. We're not filthy murder hobos.
I don't know. I don't know. My sister-in-law's wiring was chewed through by a rat, so.
Listen,
all right, Ben. Yeah, I don't think level 0. The way spells work in this game is, from what I'm reading here, because I didn't focus too much on spells because I didn't think we'd have many spellcasters, but it looks like we actually have one at least. So you can't cast a spell that's above your current level.
Above your current level.
So you have a second level spell, but you can't cast.
So I put it in there just to keep.
There are variable
keep
level spells, though.
Yeah.
So you could have a second level spell that could be cast at first level, so that you could cast it as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, 0 level spells, from what I can say, anybody can cast, but yeah, they're just a I think they're.
But they're not cantrips in that you could just like prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
Yeah, no, those you still have uses for them, but they can be cast by any level.
And now I just got to figure out what my spell cache actually, like how many spells I get. Spell cache. Curriculum. Damage. Well, it doesn't say there. You spells technical masters from the spell list. Okay. Certain number of spells each day. That's fine. It actually says there's no limit to how many 0-level spells you can cast in a day.
Okay, then I think that's a slot. Then
okay,
I think you have four 0-level spell slots.
Yeah, it says spells per day. It specifically does say spells per day on the PDF, but I think that's saying how many spell slots you have to choose.
We're gonna go with this. I'm gonna make a call on this until
we figure it out for certain.
Until we figure out for sure, I'm gonna say cantrips work like figure out cantrips work. So they're just all the time. You can use them as many times as you want, and that list is how many you can use. Is how many slots you have. Does that go up as you level up, or something?
Oh, well, I think I just saw something. Well, there's 3 tables I pull from. There's the there's the base Technomancer spells per day, which go up by level. So as you level up, you unlock more spells. Then there's a second table, bonus spells per day, which is modified by your intelligence score. So because I have an intelligence of 15, I get a bonus first level spell and a bonus second level spell to add to my total. And then there's the third table, which is spells known. And I think that's where I messed up. I thought that was an addition that you added on top of that. So I think you add the first table and the second table, then the number of spells you know is the third table.
Okay.
So I think I just added wrong. So
okay.
minus.
So level 0s are cantrips. You can use them as many times as you want, but that's how many you know.
Yeah.
Is what we're using. Okay, good. So we figured that one out. Great.
So level 0, we're gonna keep it 0 because it's cantrip. So I have 3 first level spells, 1 second level spell, and then over here is spells per day.
You can just I'll just say put a dash in the 0 level, just so
Uses,
we know that that's like.
Here we go. Okay. I got this. I got this. So
I know the character sheet's not the best. There is currently in the works another one that's more advanced and has a lot more automatic calculations, but there hasn't been an update on that in about a month, so that's why we're using this one.
So we're gonna go. So this should be spells.
And at least the guy that makes this one currently is actually on point. Like I posted a glitch I found yesterday while I was doing some GM prep, and he already messaged me back within an hour and said like, "Yep, figured out what was wrong with that. It'll be on the next push." Like he fixed the glitch immediately. And
known
spells.
So
that's good.
Level uses spells per day. What's the difference between uses and spells per day? Color me confused a little bit here. Maybe uses is just ticking off how many times you've used it.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
No, that's how it is. Yeah.
Okay. And then I would just come through here, and I've got, I know 4 cantrips and 2 first level spells at first level. So I'll just go 1. So I know know how many to fit in here without having to go back. I know 4 of those and 2 of these. Bam. And then I'll just go through and pick my spells.
Where'd you put those?
If you scroll down, it says show level 0 spells and show first level spells, and I just added in the empty fields. I added 4 level 0 spells and 2 level 1 spells underneath that block of numbers.
No, well, I don't see that on mine.
Oh, yeah, probably because I haven't filled it out yet, so...
Maybe that. You could just put it in the known spells section. Spells per day. It's right on the right edge of where you.
Well, spells per day is as I put in how many spells I have.
Keep going. past bonus spells, past
Miscellaneous
mystic
spells known.
spells known.
Okay, so
And there, yeah, they can keep track of that.
4 and 2. Okay, that's good. And I don't know any level 2 spells. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what miscellaneous is supposed to be.
I think that's your bonus. Like you have a bonus spells, and then you have mystic. So like maybe like you had like a spell gem or something.
Yeah. Okay. So
Miscellaneous
it actually wants you to put these in like individually. So I got 2 first level spells for being a level 1 technomancer, and then I get a first and a second for having my intelligence. So I would put that one over here. Yeah, and then it adds it up. Okay, there we go. That works. I got it.
There you go.
Yeah, now it's right. So the only thing I have left to do is to actually pick my spells.
Pick your spells. I can help you with that if you want. I mean, we still got. What is it? A half hour?
15
minutes.
minutes. We got 15 minutes left. We could just start looking through them.
Yeah, just start looking through them. I mean,
Magic and spells. Finding, casting spells, spell list, technomancer spell.
Now the spell list isn't as what is it? Isn't as exclusive as it is in D&D, because some of the spells are shared between mystics and technomancers.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this.
And you have to read it closely, because some spells could be level 3 mystic, but level 2 technomancer spells.
Mm-hmm.
So, just pay attention.
Let's go to 100% here. Let's see. So level 0, I've got Dancing Lights, Daze, Detect Affliction, Detect Magic, Energy Ray, Ghost Sound, Mending, Pyrokinetic Hand, Telepathic Message, Token Spell. Okay. And Transfer Charge. Move charges from one power source to another power source.
You're looking at the Technomancer.
Technomancer cantrip is what those were.
There it is. Yep. Okay, so yeah, Dancing Light, Daze, Detect Affliction.
So like right off the bat, like Daze seems like a good like combat control kind of thing. So,
yeah, Dazed. If I'm looking at, I can look at the conditions right now. Dazed is you can take no actions. So, but that's Dazed is only a 1-round thing. So like you dazed, you're dazed for a round. There you go.
All right, so I put Daze in, and what's SR?
SR is.
So I'm gonna put in the names, and that'll go through and fill out the information.
Yes.
All right, I should take a
spell resistance. Spell resistance, I think, or no. SR.
Take a damaging cantrip.
Yeah, damage. Yeah, definitely having something that you can keep turning out damage with is a good idea.
Let's see. I'm definitely going to take Psychokinetic Hand. It's Mage Hand. Psychokinetic Hand. So that's 3. I got 1 more to choose from.
You took the so what did you?
So I took Daze. I took Energy Ray. I took Psychokinetic Hand, and I got 1 more to choose from.
Mending would be pretty good. Well, actually, no. Mending.
That would help an object, so that would help fix a broken item.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't fix a person, and androids don't count as objects; they're creatures. So it's not like I could use that on me and NG. What I'm thinking is Detect Magic.
That could be good. Another good one might be Telepathic Message.
Yeah, that's the other one I was looking at. But I think I'm gonna go with Detect Magic.
Right, so you're a magic android.
He has a soul. Like that's the thing about androids. They're not just machines. They're living creatures.
You of all people should know this, NG. You have one too.
Just weird to get my head around it.
So
they're androids, but they have souls.
Roach, can you see the names I put up in my spell list now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So as I fill that stuff out, then you can see it. And then I get to pick 2 level 1 spells. Those ones are starting to get a little more interesting.
Yeah, and you got a good number of them too. It isn't, even though it's a smaller spell selection because there's less spellcasters. There's
exactly
still
what the first one I'm taking is.
And what is that?
You can see. You could go see. You can see.
Oh. Yeah, that. That works for tech as well. That's not just magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it's not just, hey, figure out what it is. It's add 10 to the roll to figure out what it is.
Yeah, because isn't identification is a skill, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if it's a skill. Is it a skill?
No, but there's a chart for identifying.
Yeah, I think what you do is like you set a DC on identifying, and then I roll, and that gives me plus. Identify gives me plus. I cast identify.
Yeah, I can see it right here. Identifying magic item or technology item. I got a chart here on the screen, so that works out well. Now the other one you got to figure out is your utility spellcaster, but your party is very light on combat, so.
Well, that's the other thing is there are some halfway decent damage spells in here too. I can do
Jolting Surge, 46.
Overheat, which is 2d8, which is not bad. Jolting Surge, which is a touch spell, but it's 46, which I mean, I can knock someone on their ass right in the beginning.
Let me think about it. How many? Like, look at your health pool. Like you have, what?
9.
You've got. Well, no, you've got 6 first, so you take 6 of your your stamina points. So you'd, on average, you'd almost kill a first level character, or you'd knock him down.
Like a CR1 creature, I could just knock on their ass with one go with an okay roll.
An okay roll, yeah. So that could work as a thing. But yeah, there's that. There's what was the other one? It's
there's Overheat and Magic Missile. But Magic Missile in this isn't as good as it is in D&D.
Yeah, it's only 2 missiles,
yeah,
but it's still auto hits.
Yeah,
still auto hits. But you got to think it's a different damage. It's a different damage economy. It's a different health economy. Because in D&D, you can have characters that get like 200 HP. Like, as pretty common, or over 100 HP by the time they get to level like 16 or something like that. In this game, you stay around you're very squishy in this game. Like but you have a lot of chances of getting back up. So that magic missile isn't that bad, because remember, a pistol does, like an energy
1d4.
Pistol does 1d4. So you're actually doing, so with that
it's like fan firing someone with a pistol.
Yeah, and on average you're going to do more than a pistol shot on average, because if you think both of those do 2 damage apiece plus 1, so you're doing 6 damage. That's a max roll on a ballistic.
There's a Hodor spell.
Where's that?
Hold the door shut.
Hold the door shut. Hold portal. Yeah. Grease is a good utility spell as well.
Well, I'm looking right now at the level 2 spells to see if there is a level 2 spell that I can cast as level 1.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I have a level 2
that you can use.
Yeah.
But you just can't cast at level 2 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could use a variable spell. That's good.
I'm looking to see if there are any in there that would count.
Ooh, Dazed Monster. Target a living creature of CR 5 or lower is dazed. It says it does keep getting better.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there are any like variable spells I could use.
I think that's more of a mystic thing.
Probably. So I'll probably just have to wait until I unlock that that level 2 spell slot before I can use that.
Yeah, maybe. You sure? Maybe. Oh, Logic Bomb's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
Yeah. 6d6 energy damage to the first creature that tries and fails to use it. You could booby trap your own ship with that.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, I really, because I was looking through the Technomancer spell list, and I really, really liked the Technomancer spell list because there's lots of different things. There's a lot of utility spells. There's a lot of there's a lot of non-combat spells that you could use for really cool, in really cool circumstances. And that's kind of like, I always did like damaging characters before, so I really wanted to do something else this time.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Ooh, security seal's nice as well.
Just level 2, invisibility. That's a nice one. Inject nanobots. Oh, I could be the Borg. Touch deals 4d8 damage to target and causes the confused condition.
Confused. What is that one? I have to relearn a lot of these because some of them are different. You treat all creatures as enemies, and you must roll on a table to determine your action. So it's completely random.
So I'm looking over these spells. Like when do? Okay, I gotta go back and look at the Technomancer to see when I open up.
See when you get what?
Yeah. So level 2, I still only get 2. Yeah, I don't unlock the second level spells until level 4.
That makes sense because there's only 6 levels of spells. So yeah, that makes pretty good sense. It's basically like D&D, except instead of 8 level spells, there's 6 level spells as your max.
So I think I should probably take, you know, but it's second. Let's see, when do I unlock like more first level spells? Yeah, I get more first levels. I get another first level spell at level 2, so I could easily take, you know, a damaging spell to start with, and then unlock more utility stuff later.
Yeah, it depends on, because as your party comp is right now, you have a you've got a Technomancer, you've got a Solarian, you've got a Mechanic, an Operative. So you've got technically 2 combat. Like the Operative's a combat / skill character.
Monkey.
But the Solarian is definitely all combat. Their thing is all about combat, and he chose the DPS version of the Solarian because you can choose between solar armor and solar weapons. So you have 1 combat character and 3 characters that are somewhat, well, I mean, the Technomancer can somewhat be combat, but it's more utility. Yeah. The Operative is more of a utility / specialist character. The Mechanic can get a utility. It depends on what they do with their drone, though, because their drone can be a combat drone, and it can. I
think I'm gonna take Jolting Surge, which I think could be useful considering I have 40 feet of movement. I could just run in there and grab someone and jolt them, then give them the old Vulcan neck pinch, and then run out.
You can't, though.
Oh, you can't split it up?
You can't split movement. You take your whole movement, or you take your movement action, and you do that, then you do your action. Or you take your action, then your movement.
Okay, I didn't realize you couldn't split it.
You can't split it. You can't split it. I know it's a bit different. The action economy is different. But it makes you think about your actions more, because you can't use your spare stuff. So, I mean, the Jolting Surge, you gotta think, though. That's 4d6.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You can knock someone out with that. Actually, hold on, because I was already converting creatures for the first encounter, and if I remember correctly, what is it on? That's on page. Let's see here. That's on page. And get to it, because I don't tell you to change the HP, so it's the same HP as it is in Pathfinder. So if I can see it, where are we at? That's that is 8 HP.
Spell resistance, yeah, that's what that is.
Spell resistance, okay.
All right, let's put a spell in and see if it works.
You can get it to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
so like this creature has 8 HP.
There we go. Look at that.
That's 4d6. So 4d6 on average will do what? That's 3 and 3, 3, 3. So that's 9. That's 12. Yeah, you'd be able to, on average, if you got average rolls, which I know for you is hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, I happen to have 46 sitting in front of me right now.
Yeah, so roll that. What would that be?
That wasn't too bad. I got a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 6, so that's 16.
16. So yeah, you'd be able to kill some good stuff, but creatures have more HP than you guys do because they don't have stamina points. We just go off of a base HP, so they have more in general. Right, but that could work out.
All right, let's try to format this so it's not so tall, because I just copied that out of the PDF.
Though overheat is a good one, though, because that's a cone, so that's an area of effect. Actually, specifically, what is that? That's overheat. Where's that listed at?
Okay, overheat. That's formatted a little better. It says range attack. Like what are all these numbers it's adding up though? says range
second.
attack 2, melee attack 17, damage 1d3. I was like, I don't know what any of that stuff is, where it's coming from.
Well, it's kind of just it's adding a lot of things together because it's an all-in-one thing because you can't like choose like ranged or melee. So if your jolting surge is a melee attack, it's adding
melee,
up all the things applicable to melee.
Okay,
so you just rolled.
It's got 40 variables that it's referencing, and it's taking a set of variables for range and a set of variables for attack.
Yeah, that way, again,
melee.
it's supposed to be a simple character sheet where there's not a lot of options. It's just kind of, you have to do some of the work yourself. Like in this one, you have to figure out, is it a ranged attack? Yes, then you rolled a 2. Is it a melee attack? Okay, then you rolled a 17.
It's got the level wrong. It says Technomancer 0. It's Technomancer 1. But there's no place for me to actually put that in anywhere. I'm not sure where it's pulling that from. And I don't know what the damage is. It says 1d3.
Can you click show macro text?
Show macro text. It says...
It's all of the things it's drawing from. Is there one that...
Template, template spell, name, level equals spell class 0 name. Where is...
Wait, do you have a class level that you put in for Technomancer? Yeah.
Spells per day, Technomancer caster level equals 1 is what I put in.
Okay. And so if I click this...
It says Technomancer 1.
Yeah.
And then the caster level check 13. That is correct for the spell save DC for level 1 spell for me.
Okay, so that's correct. That's good.
So, but if you go down here and actually roll the spell...
Just looking through here, I'm trying to see what we got.
Yeah, it says Technomancer 0. And the damage, I'm not sure where it's pulling this damage from.
Try taking spell resistance off for a second and roll it again. That's not it.
And I mean, it is. I do have it under the level 1 spells.
Yeah, you do. Try closing out the character sheet and reopening it again. Let's see if that does anything.
Just refreshing the thing, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. I mean, if it really becomes a problem, the guy who makes this character sheet, if you go on the forum for character sheets, it's the Starfinder simple sheet, and you can put all of your problems with it and document it. He'll probably be able to find out what's going on. Because the guy's really nice, and he helped a lot.
Okay. Well, it still says that. I'm not as concerned about that as the actual damage. The damage is 46, so it looks like I'm gonna have to roll that separately.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. Try doing your stun gun. I just want to double check that. Make sure that's working all right.
So I rolled
1d4 plus 1.
So I rolled that rolled correctly. I rolled a 5 plus 1, which is dex, because I have a dex of plus 1 and it's a dex based weapon. And then damage was correct, it was 4 plus 1. So that rolled correctly, as I have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you to the forum post, and maybe you can ask him specifically, and if it's a glitch or if it's not worked on yet. If we're not doing, because I mean, this character sheet, although it's a simple character sheet, does require a little bit of knowledge about coding, or at least some things to get some things right. So I'm just gonna link you the page.
I mean, there's clearly some like formatting issues in here too.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean, it's only been up for like 2 weeks at this point.
if you drag it out a little bit, it looks slightly nicer.
Bug fixes already. I'm looking at the bug fixes. Roll template overruns on header, not crop to box. That's one he's working on. Calculation of max HP seems to be an error. Drone sheet had the same HP max value, so that's been corrected, and so it's waiting a merge. Let's see here. Review repeating sections for trouble regarding reordering and deleting with modify options. Adjust encumbrance number input to accept decimals. One thing I figured out that he's already fixed. So yeah, there are some things there. I would say post in there, like take a screenshot of what's going on, what you have on your character sheet, then just put it in the forum post. He'll get to you. Cool. I know he'll get to you. Because he got to be within an hour.
Well, I mean, none of that stuff's too huge of an issue.
Yeah, we can,
because I know what spell levels I don't know what spells. I know what my spells are. I know what level they are, and I know what their DPS is supposed, or their damage is supposed to be. So even if it says something different in there, I just be like, okay, that's not right. We'll just do it over here.
Yeah, you can keep track of it on your own and work that out.
All right, but
and
we're gonna have to call it a day here, and I'll fill out the rest of my spell stuff off screen. And, yeah. Well, anybody who's watching live, appreciate it. We're gonna be running... Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
Did you say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said you guys were gonna play Holdfast later?
Yeah, it's gonna be in an hour and a half, about.
Hour and a half. How long were you guys playing that for?
4 hours.
Close to that, yeah.
My normal, it's like my normal stream time, which is usually about 4 hours.
Yeah, so it'll be about an hour and a half, and we'll be playing for about 4.
Mm.
Well, if I might have time, I might join you guys if my thing finishes earlier.
Okay. I'm sure some other people will be joining us too. But like I was saying, thanks for watching. If you're watching the stream, this is going to be kind of like our, or the plan is to do D&D, Starfinder, D&D, Starfinder, D&D, Starfinder, correct?
Yeah, that's what we agreed upon. And I mean, if something happens with D&D, or we decide to take a break from D&D, this will take over as our main game, or whatever like that. We'll be doing this. This isn't going to be starting the week after next or next week. This will be starting when I get everything done, and when I'm confident that we've got everything ready to go for this, including a monster manual for Starfinder, because that isn't coming out for at least another 10 days. So.
I stream it. Midge usually streams it. He should be here. He'll make a character with Roach off screen later. And that's usually for me. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays, or you could just watch it on YouTube because it's going to be uploaded after the fact as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.